edition of the 10NET Campus Game Fest 2025, and we are live at the University of Ibadan. Game on.
Erangel.
Hi, this is Precious. So I'm at Game Fest, and this is my first time coming to Game Fest, and I've been loving it so far. My favorite game of the day is Just Dance.
My name is Osaz. I won the FC25 tournament. But it was a very tough tournament, especially the first game. I went to penalties after extra time.
Is Kamala Ferwina. I participated in today's tournament in 10 and 80 and Monster tournament, and I was the winner for Free Fire.
My name is Israel. I won the F1 sim racing competition that was held here.
Hello, my name is Ola Ali, and I won Street Fighter 6.
I participated in the Just Dance game, and I've been moving my body. And yeah, Game Fest, I would like for you to come back to UI bigger and better.
Mission.
Hi guys, it's me Tue, and I'm live here at the 10 and 80 Game Fest campus happening right here in Abuja. If you are seeing this, there's lots of games, music, networking, and so much fun happening. And the best part, it's all free.
My name is Roger, and I'm the winner for the PUBG Mobile.
Joshua, I won the tournament for Street Fighter 6. Shalom,
From Winifred.
It's Mustafa Sani. I'm the winner for the Forza Horizon 3 Championship. I won fire competition today, concluded by 10 and 80 and Monster.
We need more of this. We need 10 more, 20 more. I did this every day.
I want to say a very big thank you to 10 and 80 and Monster for hosting this competition.
This has shown me that e-sport can go far in Nigeria.
When I saw the opportunity to compete in this game, I knew that yes, this is it. I can definitely win it, and I came out victorious today.
Huge thank you to 10 and 80 and Monster for the wonderful tournament hosted.
I want to thank the sponsors, 10 and 80 and Monster Energy, for making such a wonderful event.
From Theodore, now Lemade is right to Uber, down to Womerson, Demo, against Iker, he needs to clear that hill, the boys in yellow, Iker finds him, shuts him down, and 340, 10 more seconds through that door, the oil money team, are they going to make history? Very first land, very first win, 347, 348, now the contest, the boys in three, no way through, and they are going to hold it down. So S are your champions.
All right, what's up, my good people? It is your girl Mitch Gaming, and of course, we are live tonight. I mean, it's been a while since I was here, but I'm happy that I'm actually here, and we are having the Nigerian Pro League Season 8 Rain Split Playoffs. I am going to be seeing how you guys are performing. I mean, it's been quite a long time since I joined you. I really want to see which teams are doing the best and which ones are still slacking a little bit. You know, we're going to be talking about those teams a little bit, but yes, welcome to the live stream. We are officially live. I really thought I was going to be having a co-caster, but no, Priest is just a Judas and decided to leave me alone, but it's fine. I hope we get to enjoy the games together. I hope you guys will enjoy, and then we'll see which teams are going to be performing really good tonight. But let's have a quick look at the teams that are with us tonight. We have the point system. Oh, this is the point system, sorry. We have first place, of course, getting 10, second 6, third 5, fourth 4, fifth, third, and then from there, that is when things start going to go sideways. First match, Erangel. Second match, we have Miramar. Third match, Sanhok, and then the last game we'll be having Erangel as well. And to be honest, I want to see how people will be doing on those matches. For the team rosters, we have Team Duik, I hope that's the name. We have Picked, we have Prothletes, we have Rio. I want to understand why. What are these names, guys? Why are we choosing names that Mitch cannot pronounce out loud? But it's fine. I'm waiting to see. I've never seen Team League. I've never seen Speak. So I see very nice players there. I can see Atemi. So we'll be seeing how he does. We have Morn. And Morn has very nice players. Oh, there's an Olamide on that team. We have Vanguard Esports as well. We have NetGen Esports. And then you have COB as well. Very interesting. I believe that is the first tag. I'm going to be having a very hard time saying some of your names, but don't worry, you can correct me there in the comment section, and of course I will be saying them better. We have Hash Esports, a very familiar face in the Nigeria leagues. We have Angels of Death. Wow, I see Jay. I think they changed their name because Jay was in another team there. We also have DS1. We have Luxi, Relax, Vashedi, Naruto. I hope you'll be playing the same way as your name there. We have Crazy Weirdos, and their tag is X. They should have really just stuck with the Crazy Weirdos, because you're Crazy Weirdos, and then there's an X to begin with. That's something. And then we have the RGR, that is Ragnar, and then we have Crypto as well. I hope they are the rich ones, because you cannot call yourself Crypto and you're not rich. If you call yourself that, I hope you're rich and you can surprise us with your gameplay. Not only being rich, but also your gameplay should be similar to your name. But yes, a short break, and then we'll be right back. But of course, please like the live, share the live, and we'll be right back.
Welcome to the Pioneer edition of the 10NET Campus Game Fest 2025, and we are live at the University of Ibadan. Game on.
Erangel.
Hi, this is Precious. So I'm at Game Fest, and this is my first time coming to Game Fest, and I've been loving it so far. My favorite game of today is Just Dance.
My name is Osaz. I won the FC 25 tournament. But it was a very tough tournament, especially the first game. I went to penalties after extra time.
Is Kamala Ferrina. I participated in today's tournament in 10 and 80 and Monster tournament, and I was the winner for Free Fire.
My name is Israel. I won the F1 sim racing competition that was held here.
Hello, my name is Olale, and I won Street Fighter 6.
I participated in the Just Dance game, and I've been moving my body. And yeah, Game Fest, I would like for you to come back to UI bigger and better.
Welcome to mission.
Hi guys, it's me Tue, and I'm live here at the 10 and 80 Game Fest campus happening right here in Abuja. If you are seeing this, there's lots of games, music, networking, and so much fun happening. And the best part, it's all free.
My name is Russia, and I'm the winner for the PUBG Mobile.
Joshua, I won the tournament for Street Fighter 6. Shalom,
Winifred. It's Mustafa Sani. I'm the winner for the Forza Horizon 3 Championship. I won fire competition today. It was hosted by 10 and 80 and Monster.
We need more of this. We need 10 more, 20 more. I did this every day.
I want to say a very big thank you to 10 and 80 and Monster for hosting this competition.
This has shown me that this sport can go far in Nigeria.
When I saw the opportunity to compete in this game, I knew that yes, this is it. I can definitely win it, and I came out victorious today.
Huge thank you to 10 and 80 and Monster for the wonderful tournament hosted.
I want to thank the sponsors, 10 and 80 and Monster Energy, for bringing such a wonderful event.
The match is about to start.
From PS12, now nowadays is not able to use that. Now the war machine, Sanhok against Iker. He needs to clear that hill. The boys in yellow. Iker finds him, shuts him down. And 340, 10 more seconds through that door. The oil money team, are they going to make history? Very first land, very first win. 347, 348. Now the contest. The boys in through, no way through. And they are going to hold it down. So S. are your champions.
All right, so we are back again. Sorry for the short break, but then we are about to begin the first game of the night, and we said that it's going to be Erangel. And I'm actually interested to see how the players are going to perform. And I know I can be very judgy, but for tonight, I'm going to try my best not to be as judgy, just to enjoy the game. But you can tell me in the comment section the team that you're watching for, and then we'll be seeing how that goes. But as of now, the first game is officially starting, and it is Erangel. For me, I'd say the team that wins the first game somehow always carries that luck to the last game. The second and third game are usually quite tight, but we'll see if that's going to be the case or not. But then looking at the flight path, we can see it coming from Severny all the way to military base. We are yet to see any team landing alongside Severny, shooting range, but we can see a couple of them have actually exited the plane, so they're probably going to be seen where they will be landing. But the flight path is actually quite fair. It is well distributed across Erangel. That means if you cannot find a good landing space, then you should blame yourself or maybe your IGL. I'm not saying that your IGL is not good at the game, but you should blame them in case your landing spot is not favorable in terms of how the flight path looks and maybe the calls you'll be making in tonight's games. I'm really interested to know this, guys. For game one, you can tell us in the comment section, of course, what you think. Which team do you think is going to be taking on the win? We've seen all the teams that are participating. I mean, there's an angel of death in the game. That that I think that is the first name I've seen in a long time that is actually scary when it comes to team names. But other than that, we'll be seeing how people perform. We have DS1 there, we have Naruto, another player. If you have interesting names, I have a tendency of sticking to those names. So Naruto should probably be a really good player. Otherwise, if he's not, then Mitch will be here to do something about that, talk about it for quite some time. But then we have a team here, Spict SP, have decided to land here. I cannot really see anyone around this place, but then when you get closer to Milta, I always expect there will be people coming around you guys. You have teams around Georgia Pool, they have at least two of them. We can see Military Base as well has a team alongside Novo. There's also a team right there. So a couple of teams have gone towards the southern side of Erangel, a place where the flight path was ending. That means they felt that that was the safest place to be. And of course, if they did feel that, then definitely, depending on how the game unfolds as we continue, then maybe they will be the luckiest, because some teams will be forced to cross the bridge to go towards military base. And then we'll know which team is the best when it comes to the first game of the night. And that is Erangel as usual. I have a tendency of doing this, so let's go. If you're watching the live, please ensure you've liked that live, you share the live stream link, and of course you have subscribed to 1080 Play because of these amazing games and for the beautiful production. You know who that is. Okay, I only know his name, guys, so I don't even know his name as well. But yes, we have to give them a big shout out there for the beautiful production. Usually we have to give people their flowers, and we have Luik. Oh my days, Team Luik. They have a team right next to them as well. They will be waiting for that push. DBS is a boost, is not even DBS is S12K, a very dangerous scan, and a double barrel. But then it seems like the S12K did not win this time round. The teammates, they have already lost one of their teammates, that is Crypto. If you have a name, please let it match your skills. Crypto is all about the money, it's all about feeling good, it's all about feeling nice, you know. So I hope they'll be showing us uh, that part of their gameplay tonight. But as of now, we have the crypto esports having two of their players down. That is Bitcoin and Solana. They have been taken back slowly, but at least they have Rage and Root Boy. So we'll probably see some comeback coming from their names here. Of course, they should play of they should play a similar gameplay as their names. They should be able to get a comeback for their teams here. But then, unfortunately, that they have already lost a couple of players there. We can see nades are flying towards that side. I don't know if they're self-nading, but Team Luik on the other side, they should really be careful because one small mistake might just be the reason that they go back to lobby if they are not careful. We have a Team Luik. They are still moving around the same building, looking to see if the crypto team is there, but they are not really here. And they will not be engaging in this fight because no one is here. The shotguns are in hand. They are waiting to engage. Honestly, shotguns, if you can use them, please use them. If you cannot use them, kindly let them go. They will embarrass you in public and probably in front of everyone that is counting on you to do something tonight. We have Rio, Esports, we have Flame, Hataki, and Rolex. They are in Gatka right now. No one is around them. They're a little bit safe here. Look at that Ferry Pier. We have Ragnar Esports. They have a team right next to them that is Neon. And we'll be seeing how this goes because I believe if you've been dominating before in these games, not even Neon, sorry, next gen, I said Neon, next gen, I think that's the pronunciation. They had a T on their name, so next gen or next gen. But I am hoping that they will be able to do something because Ragnar player here, new player, is waiting for someone to make a mistake. You can see they have actually split across Ferry Pier. They're waiting on the players here from NG to make a mistake. We have Francis. I feel like they took these names from the movie itself, Ragnarok, and they just did that thing because what is Francis? But you know what? It's fine. So we have the NG player. They're just waiting patiently. No one wants to make a mistake at any point. They will be waiting, of course, for someone to do anything that will be costing their team at this point. But then again, seeing that these are games that will be leading you to go to the next stage, of course, the players will be playing it really, really safe, and they do not want to engage in fights as early as the first zone, losing too many points. I mean, as long as your bottoms from position 8, I believe, not even 8, 7, 6. I don't think you have enough points, or rather, any bragging rights in terms of the points that you've gotten from that game. So I really hope that they have something that is going to be working for them. Every single team, actually, not just the team that we're watching, but every single team. I hope they have a plan on how they will be surviving. We have a Vanguard. They have Teabag. Very nice name. Again, most players here are getting names from movies, if I'm not wrong. Because if you look at the names that we are seeing in these teams, they're very similar. We know them, but for a name like Torrid, is it Torrid? I don't think I've heard that name before. But then you have the Vanguard players here just scouting around with the vehicles. The new gen, oh, it's new gen, the new generation. Oh, then why is there a T and B? Can't I see? Ah, but we have new gen. They when you look at the logo, guys, let me explain. The NE in between, what is that? Isn't that a long, elongated T forming a show? Oh my days, let me not explain it. Leave it. New gen, they have nothing happening on their side. Many of them are just waiting for someone to make a mistake. Crypto as well, Rage and Rude Boy are still surviving. They do not want to go ahead and engage at any point. Of course, the buildings here in Georgetown are usually very hard to defend if you do not know how to play in apartments. It's basically like playing in school apartments, but advanced version of school apartments. You get me? It's basically almost the same thing. But we'll see. We'll see how these players actually perform. We have Spict. Is there something behind Spict? Like, is it a full short form, or what is that name? Because I see the short form is S. What is Spict? What does that mean? You can tell me in the chat. I really need to be put on the loop, so that I can know what I'm saying and not say very funny things. You understand? You get me? But of course, guys, if you're watching the live, hit that like button. It is not that far. It is looking at you. It looks like a thumb, the same thumb that you have that you can use to get that like button working. So hit that like. If you haven't subscribed, please subscribe. Do that necessary thing to support the games here. Well, basically brought to you by 1080 Play. I mean, I didn't know about them that much till, well, Priest happened and I saw all these things they do for Nigeria, and I'm actually envious for you guys. So please support them and give them the support they need. But then right now we have crazy weirdos with their exes. Butterfly Ready Weekend has been taken back to lobby. Niger Gamer is still in the game. He only has a sticky bomb that he's hoping is gonna stick on one of the enemies back, but then it's not going to work this time round. Someone did come in for that push. We have Tori there waiting for someone to make a mistake, and Nate is getting hooked up. Butterfly, he or she, I'm not sure, but Butterfly is waiting and probably looking to see if anyone from Vanguard would make a mistake right now, but we can see them going in for that push. Butterfly holding the same place. Niger found it. The teammate here, Butterfly, is not going in for that push. The nade does connect. Gamer is down. Now Butterfly will be the only person remaining from the team here, holding an AKM. Might just be the best gun to use. But then, my friend, you are surrounded. It's going to be impossible going in for that push. That's right, the P5. There's okay connects. And my friend, Butterfly, he or she is in lobby. Quite unfortunate there for Butterfly, but then good play coming from Vanguard. 2 eliminations to their name. I don't know who took out the other Vanguard player. I didn't see that really, but it happens, and it was quite a good play, honestly. But enjoy the game as it is. We'll try Wesco, Eric, Jay, and Blade. First time I'm seeing another Blade in the game, but they are holding the hospital. When you're playing in such a scenario, staying in the blue zone might not be the best thing to do right now. You will be exposed to a lot of zone damage. If you do not have enough loot, then my friends, you'll be going back to lobby even without enjoying the game, without being talked about in the comment section. There's always that pride when people are talking about you in the comment section. So if you just stay there and play outside the zone and wait for people to come, for the zone to move, you're getting damage. What happens if you go back to lobby just because of the zone? It's going to be something else. No. But then looking at Hashi Esports, they are waiting by the bridge here. Of course, the zone did go towards the southern side of Erangel towards military base, and they are waiting on people to make a mistake. And you have Ragnar, very clear, finally is on fire. Ruka, being the only person remaining, going in for that. That's the damage, but then my friend, you are surrounded, and he is taken back to lobby. Well, Ruka, unfortunately, in Swahili, that means jump, but then you didn't jump to victory, you just came back to lobby with us, and it's totally okay. You have at least 3 more games to catch up. But looking at the zone, it is leaning towards the southwestern side of Erangel. The bridge there is already camped. You have COB right there. Ferry Pier has a couple of teams going towards the side. DS1, Rio, NG, all these teams are going towards Ferry Pier. Gatka quite surrounded right now. We have a Luik user cooking up an 8. It's going to be a Kobe. Oh, we have another knock in there. Stolf-K does get the knock there. Taking the all the way back. So going in for that push is the user. That's an FP in. And another nade is getting cooked up. But then, my friend, will you be getting a Kobe? Your teammates are down. The nade might be tough to your teammate. That's going for that push. He misses almost all the shots, but then he gets a knock. But then this time round, he gets knocked as well. And now only one person remains standing from Buick, and that is Razor's MVP. The name has an MVP on it, so I hope he will be doing something about it. But then he exposes his location, and that does give him a basically not even a chance, but it's going to be giving him the pressure here to survive. The players from the Angels of Death, they're doing exactly what their name is. They are the Angels of Death, and they are making it hard for the players right now. They are going in for the aggressive type of gameplay. Razor exposed this position. He doesn't have a way of changing going further from these players, basically Blades for team, and just like that, players here from Team Luik have been eliminated, and the Angels of Death do get to survive and fight another fight, basically. But going in for the push, and G quite surrounded, the damage is there. Oh, how another team does go back to lobby in Fairy Pier. Seems like this is not the place you want to be if you're trying to survive, because what is not happening right now? Teams are getting dropped one by one. We're basically just in the second phase of the zone. We still have 9 teams in the game, 33 players still standing. And the question is, how comes this lobby is more aggressive compared to the lobby yesterday? I was watching the games on the live here, and the games was somehow slow. And then when the zone started moving and became smaller, now we started seeing people engaging. But then when it comes to this lobby, there is some level of confidence, because you can see what they're doing now. They are going towards they are going towards each other. They're taking on the fight. They're not wasting their time. They are looking for a chance to do this or that. No, they're basically just they see a team, they engage, just like that. If they see anyone wasting time idling around, they take you down. We have Hash Esports waiting for someone to make a mistake. I don't think anyone will be making that mistake anytime soon. They are quite far from everyone else. The zone, of course, will start moving, and these teams will be forced to get closer to each other. We are just the second phase of the zone. The battle is about to get a little bit more intense. We have already lost a couple of teams. We have lost 5 teams already. We have 9 remaining. We are just a second phase. I need you to see this. Second phase, 5 teams down. That's a lot of teams to be dropped just by the second phase. And I'm not sure those teams had even planned for that to be the case for their team. They just happened to be at the wrong place at the wrong time, and they ended up losing that fight, which was quite unfortunate. But let's see what will be happening right now. The teams are playing a little bit safe. They do not want to expose themselves at any point. They will be waiting to see whether the fights are worth it to engage or not. We have the crypto players, Rage and his teammate, holding the grounds here. They don't want to engage. Totally okay. They're just gonna do a remaining. Now the Angels of Death passing by, getting their vehicles here around Pochinki. They will be seeing whether they survive in this game or not, depending on the fights they pick and how they go about these fights. And then it will determine how they perform. Looking at the zone right, he's about to move. And I'm really crossing my fingers that the battle comes to the bridge. All my days, all the teams went towards military base. COB was holding this bridge, but now PUBG decides, all right, you're not COB. Well, you had a good strategy, but not tonight. You need to start moving. The teams in Ferry Pier safer than anyone right now. The team that is I was unable to say that team, but that is team 3 there. They will be going towards the zone as well. I hope they have a strategy, to be honest. If they don't, then I don't think they will be able to survive, especially now that everyone has camped. I'd say camped, but then people say it's not camping, but they've decided to hold compounds, and for them that might just be a very bad move for them if they try to come towards the safe zone. People are holding compounds. Unless you're aggressive, unless you're good at the game, then my friend, you're not surviving this. Okay, that's pure stress. There's no way you're surviving. Hashi Sports takes on the bridge here. Well, the zone can't decide to do anything. The reason Hashi Sports is not even moving right now, crossing to the other side, though Monkey is, because the zone can decide not to move. What if the zone decides Monkey needs to go back to where she came from? Then you'll have to swim back, which is quite unfortunate, but we'll see what the zone decides to do. They have less than a minute. We'll be going to the 4th phase of the zone, and then now the battle will start getting intense. Now this is where we start feeling the pressure, you know? This is where you start feeling, I don't know, you start feeling like you want to exit the game and leave, okay? But let's see how this will be happening. The Pro Fleets, okay, the Pro Fleets. All right, I'll be sticking to that name for a while. So the Pro Fleets, they are just right next to another team. on their side here, they have a team right next to them. We have Trigger trying to see how they will be engaging. If only they need, they only have a duo right next to them that is a Rude Boy and Rage. Then they will be forced to engage because I mean it's just a duo. Then why not? But a couple of teams are getting closer. The Club of Ballers, hey, all my guys are ballers. Oh my days, Nigerians, I, what is this name, guys? Club of Ballers, Hey, yeah, but it's fine. I was about to say something about Nigeria and Kenya, this that, but let's keep it on the professional side of gaming here. But Club of Borders, eh. I like the name anyway. So we have Vix, we have Zaza, we have X, and I didn't get that other name, but we have Crypto Esports still holding the same place. They will be getting some pressure, seeing that the zone will be forcing players to take compounds. And if the zone comes to here where they are, Crypto Esports will be facing a lot of pressure from at least two, three teams trying to secure that same space. There will be a lot to see happening here, but let's give it the time to see how they'll be going about it. But we have DS1, we have Naruto. Naruto is in the game. They're still surviving. Of course, Naruto has to survive till the end, not just now, till the end. That's Naruto for us, okay? So Naruto is surviving. Yeah, there's only about to move again. Ashi's was making their rotations here on the left side. Make it on time, and I'm very to be right now. DS1 is also safe. The Club of Ballers are no longer safe, and they need to start moving. Pro athletes have gone in for that push where we have the players are there. From Crypto, the Club of Ballers will be forced again to go towards the safe zone since the zone decided that they are no longer safe to stay here anymore. But then Progs waiting to see if there's any team coming towards them. But then, unfortunately for them, there is no team that will be coming towards them. We can see Crypto there already. They have lost Rage, quite unfortunate, because the pro athletes have decided that that push is a must. One person remains standing, that is Rude Boy. What will be his strategy? But then they have to be careful on the northern side of the buildings where they are right now. They have a team that is DS1 there. They have to be really on the alert. Otherwise, they will be losing this fight if they are not careful at all. If they're not careful, we can see the nades, they're getting cooked. They're not aware of Rude Boy's location. They are speculating. They're getting the nades and the pre-nades. Are trying to see if they'll get any damage, if they'll get any knock, or even an elimination just from the player that is remaining from this compound. But since they do not have enough information, they are not aware that it is just but a solo remaining. Trigger, they're going quite open. DS1 getting closer as well. Trigger getting the vehicle to make the rotations, but then everyone has to be careful. The zone and the players will not be your friend at this point because they need to start moving less than 10 seconds. We are going to the fifth phase of the zone, and that is where the battle begins. That is where now we'll be seeing who is who in these games tonight. These are basically the rain split playoffs. We are the second day, and it's going to be really hard, guys. I'm not even lying. It's going to be harder by every single day you play, the harder it gets. Because I had Chris talking about the points here and there. So yes, it's going to be harder every time you play as you progress towards the grand finale. Nigeria, you have a grand finale, must be nice there. But then you have Club of Ballers try to get the damage there as people make the rotations across the water. They need to go toward the safe zone ASAP right now because really hard for them. They're going in, trying to connect as much damage as possible, but then the sprays not really get any damage on the players as they rotate. Hashi Sports holding by the water. They had a team here in Ferry Pier. It was quite crowded. The zone is about to close, and again, the pro athletes too far out in the blue zone. They will be getting a lot of damage from the blue zone. The Cloud of Ballers going to the safe zone. Vanguard still safe in Ferry Pier, but then for SP, they have been spotted. Fast knock in there. Vanguard does get a knock. Hashi Sports player that is Izanagi. That's the name. Very nice. Very nice. But let's see how Izanagi will be uh, basically taking this fight right now because the fight is happening in front of them. They can see this fight happening right in front of them, and they will be seeing whether they'll be getting any knock or not. But then Bio Esports closing in on them here. Monkey quite surrounded. She needs to make the calls right now. She needs to understand, if I stay here, I will be exposing myself and my team, of course, to unexpected knocks. Of course, it is a competitive game. First knock, second knock, they're coming in for the push. So, of course, they need to be really careful. DBS in the hand there for SP. I hope that DBS will be in action. I really need to see it. I really need to see it. I really, honestly, I really need to see it. Honestly, I need to see it. But let's see how this will be happening. The club of ballers getting their rotations happening. So let's see whether it will be worth it or not. Rio Esports as well losing a couple of players. So basically every single team right now is exposed to fight. We have SP that is picked. We have Hash Esports as well. They are right next to each other. The zone will be moving. Hash Esports, SP, they will be exposed to the blue zone. They need to start moving as well in the next few seconds. We are going to the 6th phase of the zone. The damage will be higher than before, but then will it be possible? Will it be possible for these players to make it to the safe zone? Actually, Rio Esports is losing players right now to the zone. It is finally closing in. We are going to the 6th phase of the zone. But will it be possible? Look at Rio Esports on the kill feed there, getting eliminated by the blue zone. There we have now Speak. They're trying to make it to the zone. Dante, my friend, you are getting damaged by the zone right now. They will not be making it to the safe zone. Hash Esports also enjoying these knocks here. Vanguard, the safest place they can be from the beginning. They were here. They got the team that was here. They moved them. They eliminated them all the way back to lobby, and now they are enjoying the best position in this game. Their club of bowlers, nades are flying in. They're getting the knocks here, but then will it be a wide nade also coming towards them? They need to be careful. The nades might just connect right now. Exer trying to cook up another nade. But we have a Kobe. Oh, it doesn't. Oh, does get the damage. Cooking up another nade there. Will it be a Kobe though? You need to be really precise. Those nades, their club of bowlers X here getting a little space on the back there. Naruto getting exposed, getting damaged by X. What an amazing reflex from club of bowlers player X. Hash Esports. Here's Jay. As we knocked there, we have a Vanguard player T-Bag going in for that push. Monkey being the only person remaining. She's going to take a fight here. What? Vanguard T-Bag, what is that DBS, bro? She got the player from the back? Man, that's haram. Habibi haram, okay? No. But then we have Vanguard Esports. And okay, that's coming on DSI. Vanguard will be forced as well to move their, to change their position for DS1, sorry. They will be going closer, of course, to the Angels of Death. They are quite surrounded, but then they're getting the knocks and fast easily. They have the visuals. They can see the teams right in front of them. They're making the right predictions. So, no way. No way, man. No way. But then let's see how this will be playing here. The players are from Crypto. Unfortunately, one person was remaining from the team and has been eliminated. A Kobe or Naruto. Oh no, Naruto-kun, what is happening? But then, unfortunately for him, then the revive will not be easy to take place, seeing that they are quite surrounded. Okay, it is Blade himself. I didn't know it was Blade, like Blade. But it's cool. But then Angels of Death right now, 5 teams remain. The zone just got smaller. 7th phase of the zone, and now this is going to be really hard here for these players. Pro Athletes waiting on Vanguard. There's only one person remaining from the Vanguard Esports team. He's outside the zone. He needs to make it to the safe zone. It is not going to be easy for him, seeing that all these teams are looking at just one man. It is just one man against all these people, just like the gorilla and the men. It feels like that for that Vanguard player. But you know what? I hope he has, some strategy on how he's going to leave that place. Because if we are being honest, it's not going to be possible that we have the fast lock in. And Wesco is down. Jay does get the cover. They're getting Luxie all the way back to lobby. Beautiful cover from the Angels of Death. They still have 4 players in the game, 12 eliminations in the bag. And for Quish, my guy, what is your plan, man? What is your plan? How will you be surviving this fight there? We have Club of Bowlers. The nades are connecting. Fast lock is in there. Jay is down. Mollies are getting thrown as well. They need to confirm the notes here. Blade trying to make the right call here. The task has been confirmed before the Club of Bowlers. Oh my God, is that Bowlers? And we have the extra going for that. The extra case in there, and the Angels of Death have the perfect team coordination right now. They are getting the eliminations, and now Prothleets Trigger getting taken by the zone. We have basically now the only thing that can happen is either Prothleets get the chicken dinner or the Angels of Death. The fast knock is in. Prothleets does get knocked there. We can see a push happening, perfect damage, but then the Angels of Death, my friends, for you. That is the Angels of Death, and they have not disappointed. I'm not even lying. That was just perfect. But I have really enjoyed that game. Winner, chicken dinner to the Angels of Death. They did not disappoint, and I know they are not disappointed because what is that gameplay, guys? We have to talk about them, you understand? Because that was perfect coordination coming from these guys. They moved from one place to the other. They had the strategy. They didn't have the grounds, okay? Initially, they didn't have the grounds, but then now they do, and it did pay off. We have there Angel of Death played Jay, getting himself 5 eliminations for his team. We have Eric getting 1 elimination, a damage of 269. Westfall getting 2 eliminations, a damage of 336. And then you have Angel of Death player Blade getting 5 eliminations and dealing a damage of 736 damage on the game here. Honestly, if you can look at the team here, they have basically had enough teamwork. The damage has been spread across the team. They're looking at this game now. We have had 44 eliminations, 48 knockouts, 5,902 total healings, 5 grenade eliminations, 25 assists, and just 1 vehicle elimination coming from that game. But then the grenade eliminations, we saw them, the nades were connecting. I mean, the crypto team also got nades towards them, so yeah, we saw the nades happening. And of course, it happens in any game. You get to experience a lot of nades here and there. The vehicle elimination, I'm not sure which one that was, but yes, looking at the head-to-head for match 1, we have Angels of Death, 1,891 damage, with Vanguard having 1,625, 10 knocks for both teams. Angel of Death having 13 eliminations and Vanguard having 12 eliminations. Survival time for AOD, 28 minutes and 52 seconds. For Vanguard, 28 minutes and 8 seconds. Total points for Angels of Death is 23, and for Vanguard is 16. And we have the MVP there, Angel of Death. Everywhere I go, Blade is an MVP. What is not happening, my guys? But 5 eliminations for him. He does deal a damage of 736. 4 assists, a survival of 28 minutes and 52 seconds, 5 knocks as well. And we have top players. For the first place, you have why do people say attack? Angel of Death Blade. We have Vanity coming second with 5 eliminations as well. Jay does come in third with 5. Vanquish with 5 eliminations as well. And then we have DS1 Luxie with just 1 elimination. And the match rankings for the first game there, we have Angels of Death getting a total of 23 points, Vanguard not that far, 16, but then the margin there going to Club of Ballers, Prothleets, only 1 margin there, 9 for COB, and then Prothleets 8, Hash with 5, New Gen 4, DS1 4, Crypto Esports 2, Luik 2, Ragnar 1, Crazy Weird as 1, Speak to 1, Real Esports, and Monsters having just 0 total points from that game. I don't know what to say, but it is too early in the game to say anything or rather predict which team will be leading after this. But we've already seen the first game, so as of now we'll be taking a very short break and then we'll be right back.
Campus Game Fest 2025, and we are live at the University of Ibadan. Game on.
Erangel.
Hi, this is Precious. So I'm at Game Fest, and this is my first time coming to Game Fest, and I've been loving it so far. My favorite game of the day is Just Dance.
My name is Osaz. I won the FC 25 tournament. But it was a very tough tournament, especially the first game. I went to penalties after extra time.
Is Kamalafe winner. I participated in today's tournament in 10 and 80 and Monster tournament, and I was the winner for Free Fire.
My name is Israel. I won the F1 sim racing competition that was held here.
Hello, my name is Olale, and I won Street Fighter 6.
I participated in the Just Dance game, and I've been moving my body. And yeah, Game Fest, I would like for you to come back to UI bigger and better.
Tell me, what comes the mission? Mission.
Hi guys, it's me Tue, and I'm live here at the 10 and 80 Game Fest campus happening right here in Abuja. If you are seeing this, there's lots of games, music, networking, and so much fun happening. And the best part, it's all free.
My name is Roger, and I'm the winner for the PUBG Mobile.
Joshua, I won the tournament for Street Fighter 6. Shalom, Olafisami.
Me from our winning friend.
It's Mustafa Sani. I'm the winner for the Forza Horizon 3 Championship. I won fire competition today. It was hosted by 10 and 80 and Monster.
We need more of this. We need 10 more, 20 more. I did this every day.
I want to say a very big thank you to 10 and 80 and Monster for hosting this competition.
This has shown me that esports can go far in Nigeria.
When I saw the opportunity to compete in this game, I knew that yes, this is it. I can definitely win it, and I came out victorious today.
Huge thank you to 10 and 80 and Monster for the wonderful tournament hosted.
I want to thank the sponsors, 10 and 80 and Monster Energy, for bringing such a wonderful event.
The match is about to start.
Remember me for centuries. From PS12, now Nobody is not able to use that. Now the War Machine, Demo against Hyper. He needs to clear that hill. The boys in yellow. Hyper finds him, shuts him down. And 340, 10 more seconds through that door. The oil money team are they going to make history? Very first land, very first win. 347, 348. Now the contest. The boys in lead, no way through. And they are going to hold it down. So S are your champions.
All right, we are back, guys. We are going into the second game of the night, and that's going to be Miramar, the land of pure dust. But then again, we'll be seeing how that goes. The Angels of Death did get the chicken dinner on the first game of the night. That was Erangel. So let's see how the second game will be happening. And of course, is it going to be the Angels of Death again, or will we be having another team coming in and doing a very surprising type of gameplay for us tonight? But then looking at the flight path, it is coming from Ahumada all the way to Puerto Paraíso. And as usual, we'll be having a couple of teams landing together. Something about Miramar is just interesting, is that people will always land together. I don't know why or how. And that's basically Miramar for us. It's the land of either violence or pure dust. Depending on how your skill is in the game, that will determine how you perform when it comes to this game. But as usual, guys, if you're watching the live, do the necessary, and that is like the live stream, share the live stream link, and as usual, hit that sub button so you can continue to get the notifications whenever they go live. And since this is the second game, we'll be seeing what the players have in store for us. You can continue making your predictions, which teams you think are going to really perform when it comes to this second game. I saw the first game, people had a lot of predictions here and there. People were saying a couple of teams that will be winning. I saw a Vanguard. I saw which other team they say? Well, I saw the Ballers. I saw someone vouching for the Ballers. And that name, I don't know. It's just a funny name in my head, but it's fine. I like it. They can continue happy. But then you have the MVP for the first match. That is Angel of Death Blade. Is currently playing there with his team, and I believe that is Al Hazar, but they don't have anyone around them. We have they're just going to be looting there peacefully. Looking at Team Luik, they're also quite safe. They do not have people around them, so that's a good thing on their end. But then the X's are somehow losing players. Butterfly there is already eliminated. Really unfortunate. The game just begun, and losing a player this early is not the best thing to do. And what's worse is that they joined as a duo, which is quite unfortunate. So that does make Butterfly go back to lobby, leaving just one person remaining. That is Wicked. He's crazy weirdo. Is still around. Wicked. We have Ragnar also in the building. They are still alive. No one has surrounded them. No one has engaged in any early in game fights compared to game one in Erangel, where we had very many games at the beginning of the live, where we had teams being taken back to lobby. By the second phase, we had already lost 5 teams, which was a lot. And I'm not sure about the second game, but I hope the teams will be having a better strategy when it comes to the second game of the night. If they start losing players too early, then that will be a big problem. First fight again happening, actually the second fight, since Sonomia has lost one of the teammates there. We have SP player Temi does get bullied with the new gen player, but then we can see Dante going in for that push as well. They do not have enough loot to engage in this fight. They can't themselves. I hope Dante can quick scope and snipe, but then unfortunately for him there, we have Shona getting the damage on Dante, trying to get more damage on him again, but then these players don't have enough loot to engage in this fight. The players have been taken out one by one. Dante being the last person remaining. My friend doesn't even have a gun to engage in this fight, and it was an easy win there for New Gen, taking the players there from picked all the way back to lobby. Really unfortunate first team to be eliminated. We haven't even realized what the game will be giving us, and already one team is down. Crazy weirdos, one player is down, one person remains standing. Wicked. That's really unfortunate for these teams. Remember, every single point counts, every elimination does count as well. So they really need to get their games up there. They need to have their A game right at the top. They need to really do it. But then you have Luik, Razor, and La Beast. That is as I don't know, La Beast. What's that? It feels so Spanish. I hope he had that thing in his head while he was naming himself. But then you have Sicario, also just trying to get some looting happening here. But even as you enjoy the games here, share the live stream, guys. Subscribe if you haven't, because these games are too intense for you to miss even a single day. Anytime you miss one day, you come back to the live and you wonder why are people making jokes and you can't understand them. It will be on you, my friend, because you did not subscribe and hit the notification bell on. Okay, but we have Sicario basically enjoying his bicycle right now. But then when he's making the rotations, I'm hoping he doesn't use the bicycle, because no way, the bicycle will be his downfall. But I want to know which teams you guys think is going to win there. I can see someone saying Luik, and Luik is here. We have User. Last game, User and Razor. Okay, User tried to do a really good play, but then Razor, when he got when he exposed his position there, it became really hard for him to survive. I mean, the Angels of Death were watching him there in Gatka, and Blade ensured that this guy is not going anywhere, and he got that elimination. So Luik, of course, was not able to get the chicken dinner. But I'm hoping now this next game that they have some sort of strategy that works, so that they can be able to get a chicken dinner. But then we really need to know which team is going to be winning. I can see another person saying Rio. Okay, Rio, what happened to Rio last game? Oh, they got eliminated by the blue zone. I hope this game now they have a plan, because getting eliminated by the zone was not really the best thing, seeing that their rotation was not the right type of rotation. They got eliminated just almost close to the end of the game. So I hope now they have a strategy that is going to be working for them. We have the new gen Bile here, also going to be just looking for a place that will be safe for them to hold. As of now, we are still in the first phase of the zone. Only one team has been eliminated, so we are going to be seeing, are we going to be seeing the same team getting a chicken dinner? Did they give the Angels of Death an easy lobby to win? Actually, is it really an easy lobby for them? Because that will be really interesting to see. Because if it's an easy lobby, that means they will be surviving all the games, getting the chicken dinners. But I'm just making an assumption. Okay, I'm making an assumption. But I saw a team like Vanguard, really good predictions there from the IPLs. I saw Hash Discos as well, really good predictions. We have Jay there, amazing spray, does get some damage on Rio. We have Rio is Esports right in front of them. You have fake is it Skunky. That name. But yeah, so Hashi's what's really trying to get the damage on the players from Rio Esports, not really getting any knock yet, but then he's really damaging the vehicle there, which will make it quite hard for them to make the rotations. Oh wow! Oh, Hush Esports player Jay has a really good spray there. Does get a good amount of damage just by pre-firing where her attack is. That was really, really good there. We have Hush Esports player Monkey. Last game, she was eliminated in a very unfortunate way by Vanguard Esports. I hope she has a plan on how she's going to be doing that. I saw someone in the comment section just saying, I'm not breathing, guys. Should I look? Should I talk, pause, and then wait for fight? You can advise me in the comment section. But then beautiful spray there. We have Skunky getting knocked. I told you about Jay's spray there. It does connect. It does get the knock there. And of course, he's going to be trying to make the task happen here. But then a teammate from Rio Esports really making it really hard. You know, it's really hard. But let's see how this will be happening there, because Skunky is really exposed here. Ashi's for player J trying to get the thrust happening. Skunky might just be making it to the safe zone because J isn't able to thrust with her. Hey, have you seen his esports photo? Makes sense, man. Hatake, and you know, it feels all anime-ish and violent-ish, and he's ready, guys. Hey, that's it should be like that. We have a Rio Esports player Rolex trying to cook up a nade. It's not going to be a Kobe because the Hash Esports player has changed his position. We have a Rio Esports being able to get at least one knock. Another knock is in there. Hash is Izanagi does get a knock. Of course, he's going to try and get the thirst. It does really get the thirst. And now only one person remains standing. That is the Skunky. What is the plan, Skunky? They have the FPP and the AKM. Hash Esports player right in front of him, quite low. Skunky really trying to find a way of going around this. Honestly, if you went in for that push, that would have been the best type of play, seeing that this player from Hash Esports was trying to heal up. But then Skunky will be doing rotations right now, taking on the back here, changes position, does get exposed there, does get damaged. A beautiful spray there from Skunky, does get the first knock in there, trying to get the fast happening. He has to be careful. Hash Esports players are closing in there, does confirm the knock here, and now Hash Esports will definitely try to close in, but then Skunky still tries the same thing. Why is he trying to go away? Yo, beautiful spray there from Monkey. She does get the last elimination on the player from Rio Esports. I mean, Hatake, you had a really good pose there, skills, you had everything, no, but then sometimes the game is just not yours and you go back to lobby. Still, they have 2 more games to survive, and we'll be seeing how they basically go about it. We're in the first phase. We're going to the second phase in less than 10 seconds. We are going to the second phase of the zone. And of course, the battle will now become even more intense. Now the players will be forced to figure out, where are we going to be holding, which compound is the most advantageous when it comes to this game. Look at the safe zone now. A couple of teams are in the blue zone right now. Ragnar, Crypto, DS1, AOD, Luik, all these teams are not in the safe zone. Vanguard as well is not there. NG will be forced to move towards the safe zone as well. Looking at the pro athletes, they are in Macera. They are quite safe there. Montenuevo holding the ballers. They're really safe where they are, but they seem to be wanting to change their position. I don't know why, but it's is this something maybe they want to move, but we'll see whether it's going to be doable or not. But as of now, Vanguard trying to go towards the safe zone again, guys. Staying in the blue zone, making late rotations will not be a good thing for your team if you do not have enough meds. And from playing ultimate, there are no meds in these esports rooms. So yeah, I hope they have meds and they are making the right calls, no? But then Vanguard does take on the high grounds right now. They will be using this to their advantage, depending honestly on which team goes towards them. There's some teams that are really good at playing on the high grounds, and they know how to take back the high grounds. So I hope for Vanguard as well, they know how to go about it. Angels of Death, they are making their rotations as well. New Gen making their rotations as well. They want to make it towards the safest place. They have a team coming behind them, and they will be forced to engage in this fight, depending on what that team decides to do. But then we have the fast knock in there. Ragnar player Alucard is down. Just KG is also looking to see what he's going to be doing here, because already your teammate is down. NG has already one player down as well. So let's see what their plan will be. The revive happening here. Trona getting the revive on his teammate. The nade there does connect. He does get the damage. Excuse me, but then unfortunately he is not able to get anything about it. We have a push there happening. Another knock there from Trona. Going in for that push again. His teammate is giving the cover fires. We love a perfect team work here. When you see it, we have to upload it. Beautiful, beautiful calls there from the new gen players. They are doing a really good job here in terms of their predictions on how to take on this fight. Looking at what is happening now, new gen have been able to get the revives. Another player is down from Ragnar. New player watching from afar. With the only person remaining from his team, my friend, you can avoid this fight and just wait for another fight later on and get your team's points. It doesn't really have to be right now, but you can go away from this fight as much as you can. Okay, you don't have to do anything. But new gen being able to finish that fight, congratulations on that. We love to see it. We have at least 12 teams remaining. Compared to the first game there, we had 5 teams eliminated by the second phase of the zone. But then for this one, we have only lost 2 teams. So I think the teams now are making the right calls. They're taking a very slow game because they need as many points as possible, and it's not really going to be a good look if you lose as many points, even just in the first 2 games. Angels of Death passing by. Beautiful spray there from Solana. They don't really get any damage on Blade there, but he does pass by, literally open. But then no one gets even a single knock on this player. Bitcoin, Rage, Rude Boy, and Solana still surviving. Angels of Death being aware of their position. I can bet on you they want just at least 1 or 2 knocks, and the Angels of Death might just be going in for that push. They have basically sandwiched the crypto esports team. So let's see what will be their plan here, because honestly, it is not looking good at all for them. They have been sandwiched as we speak there. Angels of Death waiting for the players from Crypto Esports to make a mistake. Rude Boy looking around to see if he has any visuals of the players from Angels of Death, but they are not really exposing themselves at all. We have the players there from DS1. Machete is down. Naruto Kun getting the revive. I hope the player Naruto survives more this time round. Naruto, I am hey Naruto police. Okay, they need to survive in this game here already. They have gotten the revive on their teammate Machete. We have Vanguard right in front of them. Luxie being able to see where they are. Nade is getting cooked up there. We'll be seeing whether it's going to be a Kobe. But the nade there is actually looking very promising. Doesn't really get a knock there. T-Bag also trying to do anything. But let's see. Honestly, I don't think the location where Vanguard is holding right now will be possible. But then looking at the zone rotation, players will be forced to go towards the players from Luwick. We have the ballers still making their rotations. The DS1 taking on Vanguard. Players on the southern side there. We have a couple of teams on that side. We have the Angels of Death. We have Crypto Esports. All these teams are on the southern side of Miramar, and they need to start moving. They need to get going as soon as possible. Machete was revived. They have decided not to engage in this fight anymore. But oh, I told you, as soon as the Angels of Death see just 1 knock, the push will be happening. At least 1 knock is enough for them to know that this is a time to go in for that push. Rude Boy there does get damaged by Blade. We'll be seeing a push happening there. The player that is Rude Boy going closer to his teammate. Beautiful knock from Solana and getting J there with the DBS, but then Rude Boy will be forced to get the revive on his knock teammate. Not able to do so, but then Solana did make sure that it is a 1-4-1. It is basically a vendetta, and we need to get this place even out. Blade there and his teammate cooking up nades. Are they gonna be Kobe's though? The nades are coming towards the Crypto Esports. What is Crypto Esports a plan there. We have them again going in for that push. Solana waiting the DPS. One player from Angels of Death is not even close to the team here. Guest players are eliminated. That means the player will be going far with a nade there from his team. He does get the damage, but then the DPS play, we need to see it happen live on our screens here. Crypto player Rude Boy getting closer to his teammate. The push is finally happening there. The damage is in. Rude Boy gets the damage. Masnok is in here. Solana, a second knock there, and one person remains standing, and that is great. FPP is in there. Does miss, what? Does miss the 2 shots. They are basically parked in front of him. He missed again all the shots. All I can say is wow. How did that happen? The player there from Crypto had every single chance, guys. Every single chance of getting that elimination with the shotgun. The S2K. I mean, even when the player came back to the building, he basically went straight towards him, but he was still not able to get that knock there. I think it is to maybe relax next time when engaging in a fight. Relax, breathe in, okay? Stay calm and fight. Don't be like Mitch. I always panic and I miss every single shot and we go back to lobby. So please do not be like me. So far 11 teams remaining. We want to see, are we going to be seeing a chicken dinner from the Angels of Death again, or will another team take up the title and make it hard for the Angels of Death to get the chicken dinner? Luik having the players from Crossleets right next to him. We'll be seeing whether that works out for them as well. Honestly, what is happening right now is that when the zone is closing in, the teams are getting closer to each other. Miramar is quite big. You can be close to each other and still not fight. That's the thing. You can hide and not engage. So that's, of course, something again that is going to be happening. But I need to know, the teams have been eliminated, so which team will you be seeing getting the chicken dinner when it comes to the second game of the night, and that is Miramar? But that was quite unfortunate, honestly. The fight there, that was really unfortunate. I'm not going to lie. Crypto had all the cards, man. They had all the cards of surviving. Excuse me, but they did not really survive. Club of Ballers. Hashi Sports are passing by. Izanagi also doing the scouting for his team. This vehicle there is getting quite damaged. Beautiful vehicle, if we might say. Will it be enough? No. Will it be enough for the players from Ashes for the rotations? Will it be enough for them to predict this is where we're going, this is where we're not going? Is it going to work out? Hash Esports player here, Monkey, will be cooking up a nade. Oh, New Gen. Excuse me. For New Gen, that was a crazy weirdo player, right? That was wicked. Oh no, I think Crazy Weirdo should have a meeting as a team and decide to join in as a team. They joined the field, they joined as a duo. What is happening here? Hashi Sports exposing themselves there. Who is the driver? Take that license, okay? Take that license from that driver. Never give that driver up any chance to drive you guys around. But then have the Club of Ballers taking on the players from Hashi Sports. They are Monkey quite low. They have to be careful because there is another team right behind them. They will be forced to engage in a fight either against the Club of Ballers or the team that is right next to them there, and there will be really under pressure. Monkey, they're getting damaged as well. Zaza getting closer. Monkey's seeing the damage that she's getting. I hope she has the strategy of going far away from there. We have the fast knock here from New Gen, getting one of the players from Vanguard. And now is where the battle is happening. Now, finally, the teams are getting closer to each other. Shona can see a chance of getting the task here on the player from Vanguard. One player down for Vanguard Esports. I hope they have a plan here. I hope they have a strategy, because it is not going to be working at any point. Honestly, the players here are losing people one by one. Louis Q's are watching from the high ground right now. Miramar high grounds are just like magic. If you know how to use them, you will be at the best advantage right now. New Gen trying to get the damage here. Maybe a knock for his team then, but then the cover fire from the other team is quite good. Up almost to perfection actually, because he wasn't able to get a knock on a player who's open field. That was a perfect spray there. The zone is finally shifting. Team Luik, again, the safest place they can be, right in the middle of the zone. They will be surrounded from time to time, but I hope they have the strategy to survive this game. Let's continue the game and see how they're going to be performing. I just realized that when that player missed the shots, I feel like he panicked. Honestly, it's I can't even. I don't know how to explain it. He panicked. I don't know how to say it, but that was pure panic. Pure panic. But looking at Luik, they have the safest zone right now, getting the damage on by. He is quite exposed there. Hash Esports have been eliminated. They did not have the zone, they did not have the grounds. So of course eliminating them would have been really easy for any team that spots them. Pro Athletes, not in the safe zone as well. They need to start rotating as early as now. They have less than a minute before we go to the 6th phase of the zone, where the damage will be a little bit more intense compared to previous zones. Their Pro League players finally making the rotations. New Gen, 9 eliminations in the bag. They are quite safe. Oh wow, one of the players there has been knocked. Like Caesar has been knocked and casted. We have their player, I don't know if it's Ikebo, bro. If I cannot say your name, please correct me in the comment section. I really need to know how to say your names. But then the Monsters, last game there they had 0 points, but then now they have survived. They've joined as a duo, which is also quite unfortunate for them here, but they have survived. 7 teams are still remaining. They have the compound. All they need to do is defend that compound. Angels of Death going in for that push. The nades are getting thrown literally every single corner. Look there, they have the safest place in the zone now, but then the Angels of Death need this position. They need to be safe. The only way they can be safe is by engaging in this fight against the DS1 player. The nades are connecting there. Luxi is down. Another nade has been thrown in. I think there's a sticky bomb. Might just be getting some damage on Marika. What? Marika, why didn't you go to that stick? You know we can see a sticky bomb sticking anywhere, right? But then you have a push there. We have a good amount of damage from Eric, and the players from DS1 have been eliminated. Easy peasy. Angels of Death here did not come to play. They got their wipe here on the players from DS1, and now we have just 6 teams remaining. Luik still in the middle of the zone. They are in the safest place right now. No one will be taking them from this place unless they come to the high ground like them. User quite damaged while they're exposed to Team Luik as well. NG also exposed to them. So all these teams are really exposed to the fight. But then what will be happening is that Luik has the visuals, and if they hold this ground to perfection, they might just be getting the chicken dinner that they might be looking for this second game of the night. They're Pro Athletes. That is a Sajio. Sometimes I just wonder if it's me who doesn't understand Nigeria language, or I'm just not seeing the names clearly. But so far we have 6 teams remaining. The nades are definitely flying in here, literally everywhere. They're smoking the place here just to make sure they can blind the enemy. And for the Angels of Death, Blade will be getting closer to Luik. They need to remove Luik from the highest ground. They need this location. Blade waiting patiently for someone to make a mistake. Molies, of course, will be flying in, but then will the Molies be helping them in any way that they are trying to do here? But then I can see someone saying Luik for the winner on a chicken dinner. Well, Angels of Death actually want to make that impossible for them right now. Both fleets have been eliminated as well. We have Angel of Death player Blade. They're going in for that. Push DPS is a play here. The damage is in their Blade. Let's get the fast knock there. That means that Luke is going to have a hard time here. Blade almost getting the second knock again. The reflex from Blade, but then you have to calm down because you're pushing this against your man against the whole team. And just like that, the Angels of Death do take down the players from Team Luik, taking them all the way back to lobby. They have been able to secure that location, but for how long? 3 teams remaining. What will be your plan, honestly, at this point? What will be your plan? Just 2 teams remaining. The Angels of Death have been eliminated, and the oh my guys are bowlers. And the club of bowlers has survived, going against just one player. They are well, it is just one guy, because I mean we are 5 people remaining. We are a full team. Quick math, 5 minus the 4, only one person remains. We have, new gen player, Wagwan, what are you doing there? Does get the damage, does try to get the task happening, but then unfortunately for him, he was outnumbered, and just like that, our friend has been eliminated. Winner, chicken dinner to all the guys of bowlers, and that is the club of bowlers. That is a good play coming from them. We love to see it. And of course, a big congratulations to that team for getting a winner chicken dinner, the bowler. Okay, beautiful play there for the team here. Looking at the team stats, we have a COB Zaza, 1 elimination, 82 damage. COB X, 2 eliminations, 729 damage. COB Progs, 1 elimination, 315 damage. And then you have COB Vix. I hope that's Vix and not the numbers. 3 eliminations with a damage of 234. Beautiful play there coming from the team. Eliminations, you have 45 eliminations for this match, 43 knockouts, a total healing of 6,301, more than the other game, 16 assists, and similar to the first game, 5 grenade eliminations. A beautiful play towards the whole game. They're looking at the head-to-head. We have New Gen and the COBs. New Gen having 1,959 damage, with COB having 1,360. 11 knocks for New Gen, 4 knocks for COB. 12 eliminations for New Gen, 7 eliminations for COB. A total survival time for 27 minutes and 44 seconds for the New Gen, and COB 27 minutes 50 seconds. Looking at the MVP, seems like Blade will not be the MVP for this match. We have a new man standing, and that is New Gen K. Yo, I didn't see how you guys said it should be pronounced, but 7 eliminations for the play and the damage of 757, 0 assists, 380 heals, 7 knocks, and a survival time of 27 minutes and 44 seconds. Looking at now the top players for match 2, we have the NG player Ikeo, 7 eliminations, the damage of 757. Blade coming second, 5. We have third NG Trona, 4 eliminations. Fourth we have Luik Razor, 2 eliminations. And then you have COBX with 2 eliminations as well. What a beautiful play there coming from all the players. A good amount of damage. Honestly, all of them have more than 600 damage on this game, which is really good. And looking at the total points for the second match, we have NG getting 18 points, Club of Ballers just behind them there with 17, even though they got a chicken dinner. That is quite unfortunate because of the elimination. So we have Angels of Death with 15, Luik 7, Monsters 6, very big improvement, Hush 6, Prothletes 4, Rio Esports 2, Crypto Esports 1, DS11, Vanguard 0, Ragnar 0, Crazy Weirdo 0, and then Spict with 0 eliminations as well. Honestly, for NG, that was really good. But then looking at the overall top players, Blade leads again, 10 eliminations with a damage of 1,510. We have the New Gen player NG Keo Aki, 9 eliminations. We have COBX 4, NG Chona 5, and then you have Angel of Death player Wesco coming in 5th place there with 5 eliminations. How beautiful is that, then we have the overall standings for after match 1 and match 2. Angels of Death getting 38 total points. The Club of Ballers 26, and then we have New Gen with 22. The margin there honestly is not that big, so it might change when we look at the next 2 games. We have Vanguard with 16, Prothletes 12, HE with the 11, Luik 9, Monsters 6, DS1 5, we have Crypto 3, Rio Esports 2, SP1, Ragnar 1, and the Crazy Weirdos having 1 elimination. As usual, we have to talk about the teams that really need to improve their points here, but they're lucky. No one has 0 eliminations, so 0 points, sorry, so that's a really good improvement. But then again, guys, as usual, we'll be taking a very short, not a short break, okay. Let's look at the match highlights and then we'll see how to go up after that.
Welcome to the Pioneer edition of the 10NET Campus Game Fest 2025, and we are live at the University of Ibadan. Game on.
Erangel.
Hi, this is Precious. So I'm at Game Fest, and this is my first time coming to Game Fest, and I've been loving it so far. My favorite game of today is Just Dance.
My name is Osaz. I won the FC 25 tournament. But it was a very tough tournament, especially the first game. I went to penalties after extra time.
Is Kamala Ferrina. I participated in today's tournament in 10 and 80 and Monster tournament, and I was the winner for Free Fire.
My name is Israel. I won the F1 sim racing competition that was held here.
Hello, my name is Olale, and I won Street Fighter 6.
I participated in the Just Dance game, and I've been moving my body. And yes, Game Fest, I would like for you to come back to UI bigger and better.
Tell me what comes the mission. Mission.
Hi guys, it's me Tue, and I'm live here at the 10 and 80 Game Fest campus happening right here in Abuja. If you are seeing this, there's lots of games, music, networking, and so much fun happening. And the best part, it's all free.
Hi guys, my name is Roger, and I'm the winner for the PUBG Mobile.
Joshua, I won the tournament
course, Street Fighters. Shalom,
Me from our winning friend.
It's Mustafa Sani. I'm the winner for the Forza Horizon 3 Championship. I won fire competition today. It was hosted by 10 and 80 and Monster.
We need more of this. We need 10 more, 20 more. I do this every day.
I want to say a very big thank you to 10 and 80 and Monster for hosting this competition.
This has shown me that e-sport can go far in Nigeria.
When I saw the opportunity to compete in this game, I knew that yes, this is it. I can definitely win it, and I came out victorious today.
Huge thank you to 10 and 80 and Monster for the wonderful tournament hosted.
I want to thank the sponsors, 10 and 80 and Monster Energy, for bringing such a wonderful event.
The match is about to start.
From PS12, now on my day, is waiting to do that. Now the war machine, Sanhok against Hyper. He needs to clear that hill. The boys in yellow. Hyper finds him, shuts him down. And 340, 10 more seconds through that door. The oil money team, are they going to make history? Very first land, very first win. 347, 348. Now the contest. The boys in three, no way through. And they are going to hold it down. So S are your champions.
All right, so we are back and we are going into the third game of the night. I mean, we are going to the land of snakes. We saw how game one was. The Angels of Death did their thing, and then we came in there, and now, I mean, the Ballers did their thing as well. So now let's look at the third game and let's see how the teams will be performing, or rather, which team will be giving us a chicken dinner. Will we be seeing the same teams doing the same thing, or will we be seeing new people coming up and getting the chicken dinner? So for now, let's have a quick look at the flight path. We can see, oh, this is a very interesting one. It is coming from Docks all the way to Camp Alpha, and I'm used to people going towards Camp Alpha, surrounding that place. So I'll be seeing whether it's going to be the case for this game. But as you enjoy the games, guys, like the live, share the live stream if you're yet to, and hit that sub button if you have not, because if you do not hit that sub button or like, it's haram in every language. It's haram: English, Swahili, Pidgin, all of them, even Arabic. Okay, so looking at where the players have landed, it seems like most players have decided to go towards the eastern side of Sanhok, around Lakawi. The area that is Kampong is quite empty. I don't know why. Quarry as well, no one has landed there, but then you can see all those teams on that side. We have Rio as well, excuse me, are on that angle. They will be looking to engage if they choose to. but we'll be seeing if that's going to be the case or not. But then so far so good. At least every single place is not having just one team. Only the ballers and the weirdos are the only teams that have landed alone. But when you look at the other team, the Angels of Death, the Pro Athletes, Rio Esports, Ragnar, all these teams are close to each other. Flame is actually disconnected, so Rio is not even close to anyone. I think they have Bravo alone. But the monsters are here. We've seen what their play is so far. They've lost at least one player. That is Esta Rosa. Yeah, that is a heavy one to say. But if it works, let it work, you know. If it works, we let it work. But we can see so far that all of the teams in the Olympic is down. The players from D1 are really going in for that push. And they get another knock here. Naruto gets an amazing knock on HR. And now one person remains standing. That is SDS Yules. We'll be seeing what his plan is. But so far, it is not looking good for anyone at this point. They're all losing players one by one. Monster having just one player remaining. Yuldus. What that going to happen? There's still Kadas with the fast knock in. We're looking to get another knock set for the DBS. He does get the space from the back here. Naruto coming in on the stealth mode and getting the last player from Monster. Unfortunately, now for this game, just like the first game, Monster do not have enough points to engage at all, which is really, really unfortunate. There will be not really going down the leaderboard, but if the teams at the bottom get more eliminations, then they probably will be going towards the bottom side of the leaderboard. Crypto esports, they are holding it safe. No, they're no, they feel safe, but when you look at where the players from Spict are, they can easily destroy their career right now. If anyone, I mean anyone from crypto does just one mistake, it's going to be GG's for these guys. As usual, let's give our predictions. Which team do you think is going to be winning the third game? You can tell us in the comment section, and maybe your prediction will be correct. But what is that? What is happening? The players are really the players are really putting up with the challenge. They don't want to be seen as they're not really good at the game, so they're really putting the best foot forward, and it is really, really working for them right now. By looking at the player here, Pro Athletes, they have the Angels of Death. Honestly, I feel like anytime you meet this team, you have to lose someone. But then Blade, unfortunately, has been knocked there. The Pro Athletes are ready to dominate there. Another knock is in here. The players from Angels of Death are really trying to get the cover, but then unfortunately, their teammate, their Blade, has been taken back to lobby, which is quite unfortunate, if I'm being honest. That is quite unfortunate. Losing Blade, I mean, even one player, doesn't have to be Blade alone. Losing just one player in your team can be the worst thing to happen. It does somehow pull the morale, if I can call it that. It takes away your morale. You feel you are winning the game, but then we lost one player. It does somehow get to you. If you're not a person who knows how to adjust and play as 3 or 2, then losing a single player can't really change a team's gameplay. I don't know about you, but if that's not the case, you can let me know. But I believe that's how it works. If you're able to work in a pressurized situation, we're just two, let's focus, fine. If you're not, that's going to be a hard one on you guys. But then looking at crypto, they have Team Luik. In the game that was Miramar, Luik had every single chance of getting that chicken dinner. But then Angels of Death are literally everywhere, guys, dominating their games, taking people down. It's like that is part of who they are. They like surviving and taking positions and getting the chicken dinners. That is something I've realized that they're familiar with, and they are really on the aggressive side, unlike other teams that are playing on the passive side. For Angels of Death, they are playing on the aggressive side of the game. Louis Crazes, he's waiting on the players there from crypto to make a mistake. Again, your name and your skills, they have to, they have to be on the same wavelength. Exactly, yeah. But then Hashi Sports has all taken on a fight. But then right now we are looking at Sami. We have two teams. We had seen picked on the hills, but then they are still there. We can see them there. But then what will be happening here? Will Team Louis be getting the win on this fight, or will the tables be turning for them as well? And we'll have the crypto esports players taking on the fight. I hope this time round the crypto player Solana is a little bit composed, and then they'll be having something happening on the end there. But then user I get in the damage on Bitcoin. Give me a second. So crypto esports, we have Rage here, okay? So Rage will be holding this place in case anyone makes a mistake, okay? You make one mistake, you lose it, just like that. One small mistake and you are done. But then looking at Louis, that's the first knock in there from crypto, and of course one knock will be confirming the fast there. Bitcoin does ensure that that knock is an immediate fast there. Razor doesn't really get any damage on the player there, but then they are down one player, that is the Beast. What will be their plan there? Crypto Bitcoin is a down, beautiful play there from user. We'll be seeing them going in for that push. We have Bitcoin players coming together. Another knock is there. Luke loses another player, that is a user. And now two players going standing. That is Cario. That's the first knock in there. Crypto player coming from the back. That's the damage. Another knock is in here. Crypto esports. They're finally getting the hang of these phrases. That cannot. One person remains standing from Luik, and also one person remains standing from Crypto. The revive is happening here. Razors cooking up a nade, make it a Kobe, my friend. No, that nade went to the wrong place. The nade not really connect here. They are literally in the building, but I don't think he is aware of that. No one is moving. Rage now will be going in again. The DBS this time round is actually paying off. Really, really beautiful play there. Let's see. How we will be seeing this happening for either Luik or Crypto Esports. Rage, they're quite low. They need to start healing up, because the Spict is waiting on the high grounds. They will be seeing whether to engage. Depending on how these players expose themselves to the fight, then yes, there will be a lot of unnecessary maybe fights here and there. But let's see how this goes. Crazy weirdos. We have a butterfly and Niger gamer, butterfly, wicked. So this time around they joined as a trio. So I hope they have a strategy on this, because joining as less players is never really the way to go. But then Razors has the players there from Crypto going in for that push, DBS in hand. The FPP should really work for him, but now the players from Crypto coming in for that push there. We can see them going in. The first knock in there. Beautiful knock. They almost get it. Oh, he does get the wipe there on the players from Crypto Esports. Beautiful DBS play from Luke Razors. And just like that, the players from Crypto Esports have been eliminated by Team Luik. But then for Team Luik, they have just one player remaining. There was a team waiting on the high ground. So if he makes that rotation correctly, he'll still survive. If he doesn't, it's going to be sayonara to Team Luik as well then. But then the zone is finally closing in, seeing where it has shifted to. Bootcamp seems to be the safest place to be right now, and the club of bowlers are all the way there in boot camp. So we'll be seeing how that basically turns out for them. Ragnar holding the high grounds. As usual, there's always a team holding this space. There's always a team holding that space. I don't know why, but every tournament, everyone wants to be the ones holding that same ground. It's always there's always a team, always. So just a free, if you want free kills and you're good at playing aggressively and you trust your skills, always check that here. If the zone is safe, there's always a team there. I don't know why. It's the best. Yes, if you survive it, you get a chicken, but still, people need to find another place to camp in Sanhok. No, even bootcamp rooms feel safe. But looking at the club of bowlers, I really like that name. Hey, they're all the guys are bowlers. I actually thought I thought that was an enemy snaking in front of XT, but then it seems like that's not the case. But looking at for speaks right now, the player that is from Team Luke Razors, you can see him trying to make it to the safe zone. And when you look at Razors, just as, by the way, and his skill there with the DBS play, is he a player that is able to take on a whole team by himself? He survived as a solo, so we need to know if he's a person who's able to do that or not. So we'll see if that's going to be the case, whether he's going to be doing something or he won't be doing something. We'll just see. We'll see. But being a solo is the hardest thing, honestly. I actually feel like it gives you a lot of pressure. You have a lot of teachers at the back of your headphones and they want to tell you what to do. So that does make sense when you see them just doing very funny things in the game. Hash Esports. We saw Jay there, perfect spray in the game that was Miramar, second game of the night. And now that we are in the third game, I wonder if Jay will be giving us more amazing sprays with his M4, or will be seeing Monkey with the amazing rotations as well, getting a couple of eliminations for his. Oh, sorry, Monkey, her team. I'm so sorry, Monkey. Not my intention to say he, okay? Harsh Esports seems to be scoping on a team. Izanagi is just like this guy. If only they knew that Caesar was a solo, then they probably would have engaged. But then he's doubting that because I mean it's a competition. I'm not sure if the players are solos or duos remaining in that game. So yes, we understand if they are pressured to survive that. Looking at the game now, we have a Spectre Temi. Very nice name. You guys are very creative with those names. I like it. My name is so bland, like Mitch. Mm. But you know what? At least if you hear Mitch, you know it's Mitch Gaming, no? But then Vanguard, holding just close to boot camp. They will be going closer to boot camp, but then they have to be careful because the ballers are in boot camp chilling for someone to make a mistake. But then you have the zone almost closed and it does shift, and Bootcamp is still safe. Every single team right now that was holding the high ground. Ragnar, pro fleets, they need to start moving. Looking at the crazy weirdos as well, they need to start moving. Excuse me. For the solo, that is Luik. I hope he will be going towards the safe zone because right now the players from Spict are waiting for him. They're not really sure if there's a team coming or not, but then you have D1 also passing by there with the vehicles. The players from Spict have to be careful now because as soon as they get distracted, that one solo might just be their downfall if they're not careful at all. If they're not careful, then there's no way that they will survive without losing at least a couple of players to third parties. Let's see what will be happening there. Luik trying to get to the safe zone right now. Ragnar Esports quite aware that there is a team right in front of them that is the pro athletes. They will be exposed right now to just KG. Of course, if they're not careful as well, they will be engaging in some third party fight on teams that are really, really close. Oh, Razor does get the fast knock. Their own picked. That's taking him all the way back to lobby. Razor is quite composed right now. Being composed is not easy, honestly. Being composed in a competitive scene is not easy, okay? I see NV 20 FPS, beautiful win for this super chat, big W's for you. But what do you mean by I am two people? What does that mean? Am I slow? Priest the other day corrected me on something. Man, till today I'm still in shock that I was saying a very bad thing in public, guys. But anyway, if I say something, just correct me here, no problem. Crazy weirdos are getting exposed. Their fast talk is in here. We have fake kids and off their real esports enjoying a free kills just handed directly to them on a silver platter. And of course, the players they are from crazy weirdos and their exes have been taken back to lobby. Quite unfortunate there, but then that is an easy win for Rio Esports. Rolex, they're feeling quite proud, getting one elimination with the Skanky gets in at least two eliminations from the crazy weirdos. DS1 right now only the compound. There is a team getting closer to them. That is the club of ballers, and we can see the beautiful spray from Relax. Beautiful spray. Let's see how this will be going. This is going to be a really interesting fight there. Or we'll be having at least a couple of players being taken back to the middle. Have to be careful. Relax will have to ensure that the sprays don't really connect here from the club of ballers, but then the players. Are really trying their best to have something happening here. DS1 losing one player. Look at the zone right now, and we have Rio Esports and Angels of Death. Jay being the only person standing. How did that even happen, though? Angels of Death. I don't think a chicken dinner will be in order for this game. Anything happens to Jay, and he doesn't make the right calls when it comes to this game. Pathfinder. I said Pathfinders, guys. Pro, please. Oh my days. That's a PTH, guys. It looks like a Pathfinder in my head, man. But the pro cleats, don't tell them, don't tell them. Blame the game. No one should talk about this part so that they don't know that they were called pathfinders in the game. But then the club of ballers, look at the DS1 right beneath them. They will be waiting for them to make a mistake as well. Honestly, making a mistake is never that easy when it comes to a competitive scene. But just one mistake can easily cost a team. 11 teams are still remaining. Beautiful spray there from Relax. Let's get the damage on Progs. No knock has been registered from either of the teams, but then DS1 players need to get moving as well. We're in the fourth phase of the zone. Once the zone shifts, then they will be deciding whether this is a place you want to be holding, or will the club of ballers make it impossible to even survive, even if we are in a safe place in the zone. Vanguard holding the high ground here. Hashi Esports right in front of them. They will be waiting for them to make a mistake as well, so that they can easily get the push up in their beautiful spray from Jay. T-Bag, you have to be careful. Remember, Jay has an amazing spray. That is something we saw in Miramar. So if you're not careful, he will be getting you. But then Jay this time does get exposed to Quish, and he's taken all the way back slowly by Quish. And that is Van Quish. If you say it as one word, like Quish sounds so... Vanquish being able to take on Jay now. Vanguard having just one elimination. Hash Esports losing at least one player, Jay. With three players remaining right now, the zone will be closing in. We are in the fourth phase of the zone. We have less than 30 seconds. We'll be going to the fifth phase of the zone. And now this is where the game becomes even more intense as we continue. Now people are getting exposed there. Marika does get exposed, and he's taken all the way back to lobby by Ragnar player Alucard. Very nice name. Does Alucard have something behind it as well? I need to know so that it can stick in my head. But then we have a knock there on DS1 player Relax. Naruto still holding the compound. The only person remaining. A beautiful spray that's going to fast talk. And of course, it is an immediate thirst. As soon as you can get a thirst, please make sure to get it. And just like that, the player that is from the Angels of Death has been eliminated. We have now 9 teams remaining. The Angels of Death will not be getting the chicken dinner. The club of winners are still in the game, probably looking to get a chicken dinner. One chicken dinner will be enough for them to move the Angels of Death from the first place after the first 2 games. But we'll see how that does go for them. But then the Pro 3 starts get an immediate knock on the thirst on this picked player. With now 2 people remaining, Venom and Kenpachi. Let's see. Beautiful nades here, but then they're not really connecting. Perfect spray there does get the damage on. Great. He is changing his position. You have to be careful. Kenpachi exposing himself. That's the first one in here. And the players from fourth leads, what is your plan? Because this player, Kenpachi, was quite open. The question is why no one engaged when this player was literally open and faring at that player from your team there. The player again. What? Kenpachi was on single shots? Wow, that's quite unfortunate there. And just like that, Spict has been eliminated. 7 teams remaining. We are in the 5th phase of the zone. In less than 10 seconds, we are going to the 6th phase of the zone. And now people will be enjoying third-party eliminations. Naruto snaking it out. I mean, do what you gotta do to survive. No one will be asking you, oh wow. But then the player there from the club of ballers. That's the last elimination on the player from DS1, that is Naruto, taking him all the way back to lobby. Six teams remaining right now. People are now losing players. Atake is down. For the players from club of ballers, already they have 4 eliminations. They have made it to the top 6. So at least a couple of points there for them. Made it to the top 5 again. A couple of points for them. This is very interesting. This is very interesting to see what will be the plan for this team. Rio Esports, we have fake Skanky just waiting on the club of ballers. That's the hunting spotted there. Skanky did waste some time there, but then that's going to knock there, trying to get his hands up in. There are X beautiful cover spray for his knocked teammate, and just like that, he will be trying to get a revive, but then Skanky take it all the way back to lobby. We have Rio Esports, one person remains. The names are coming in there. The push coming from Ash Esports and the DBS. That's a take on the last round from Rio Esports. The players are now ready for the other Ash Esports taking on fights one by one. Another knock is in there for Ronax. The players are from Flappy Ballers that fight in the fight here and get to the knock, take him all the way back to lobby. Zanagi and your teammates, what will be your plan here? Club of Ballers, Vix going in for that push. SOK in the hand, but then you have to be careful. Is Zanagi holding the DBS? Seems to be really good at using the DBS right now. The nade does connect here. This is perfect balance. Ashes, what a beautiful knock there from Monkey. That's the cast happening. Club of Ballers goes in for that push. They take on the last player from Ash Esports, and now just the 2 teams remaining. Sorry. That is Club of Ballers and Vanguard. With this game, they might just be taking on the players. They might just be taking on the players of Vanguard. They might just be taking on the Chicken Dinner, and they might just be taking on position 1 after this game. But then let's see if that's going to be the case or not. We have Vanguard. T-Bug does get pushed there, and just like that, Club of Ballers does get the winner. Chicken Dinner, second time in a row. Love it. Beautiful. I mean, no way, man. Club of Ballers, that was a perfect execution. They were pressured, they were surrounded, but whatever they did, or whoever the IGL is, he took the team by his hand and told them, composure, my guys. Composure. We are who we say we are. We are basically the Club of Ballers. All my guys are ballers. Club of Ballers. Winner at Chicken Dinner team starts. We have COB Zaza, 1 elimination, a damage of 205. COBX, 3 eliminations, a damage of 299. COB Progs, 2 eliminations, a damage of 471. And then COB Vix, 4 eliminations and a damage of 345. Look at the match summary: 46 eliminations, 42 knockouts, total healing of 4,761, 1 grenade elimination, 19 assists, and 0 vehicle eliminations. Looking at the head-to-head here, COB and the Prothletes, we have 1,320 damage for COB and 1,160 for the Prothletes. 6 knocks for both teams, 10 eliminations for COB, 7 eliminations for the Prothletes. Survival time 23 minutes and 18 seconds for COB and 22 minutes 30 seconds for the Prothletes. 20 total points for the Club of Ballers, and then you have the Prothletes there getting 11 points in total. Beautiful play there coming from the Club of Ballers. They totally deserved it, and of course we had expected this. The MVP from Team Luik, that is Luik Razor, getting 4 eliminations, dealing a damage of 762, 1 assist, a survival time of 19 minutes and 34 seconds, 4 knocks, and 243 healing. Top players, match 3, we have a Razor, 4 eliminations. Second, we have Pathfinder Storm, 4 eliminations. Third, we have DS1 Naruto, 4 eliminations. Fourth, we have COB Vix with 4 eliminations. And then fifth, we have Prothlete Sargi with 3 eliminations as well. Beautiful play coming from the top players. And looking at the total ranking for match 3, We have the COB getting 20 total points there. We have Pro Athletes getting 11 total points. Vanguard 10, tied with Hash Esports. DS1 7, Rio Esports getting 6. Luik getting 5. Crypto Esports 3. Newgen 2. Ragnar 2. Spit 2. Crazy Weirdo 0, Monster 0, and the Angels of Death 0. Hey, that is news, because how did they get that? But zero points for the Angels of Death is just not something we had expected. Looking at the overall top players, we have Blade there still leading in 10 eliminations, COBX with 7 eliminations, we have Razor with 6 at third, but we have NG Ikeo with 9, and then COB Vix with 8. So beautiful play there. Congratulations again to the top players when it comes to the overall games for tonight. The overall standing after the third match, and of course tables have turned. COB 46 total points, AOD, that is the Angels of Death, getting 38, Vanguard 26, NG 24, the Pro Athletes 23, Hash Esports 21, League 14, 8 we have DS1 12, Rio Esports 8, Monsters 6, Crypto 6, SP3, Ragnar 3, and then we have the Crazy Weirdos having just 1 point in total. I mean, who expected any of this, to be honest? But you know what? It happens. That's how games are sometimes, and it's basically, it is what it is. There's nothing we can say but just accept how it is. But then of course, a big congratulations to the Club of Bowlers for getting their chicken dinner twice in a row. That's impressive, guys. 2 chicken dinners twice in a row. But then I mean, there's a lot to happen in the last game, so for now we'll be taking a quick break, and then we'll be right back after the break. Welcome to the Pioneer edition of the 10NET Campus Game Fest 2025, and we are live at the University of Ibadan. Game on.
Erangel.
Hi, this is Precious. So I'm at Game Fest, and this is my first time coming to Game Fest, and I've been loving it so far. My favorite game of the day is Just Dance.
My name is Osaz. I won the FC 25 tournament. But it was a very tough tournament, especially the first game. I went to penalties after extra time.
Is Kamala winner. I participated in today's tournament in 10 and 80, and Monster tournament, and I was the winner for Free Fire.
My name is Israel. I won the F1 sim racing competition that was held here.
Hello, my name is Olale, and I won Street Fighter 6.
I participated in the Just Dance game and I've been moving my body. And yes, Game Fest, I would like for you to come back to UI bigger and better.
Tell me what comes the mission, 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 mission.
Hi guys, it's me Tue and I'm live here at the 10 and 80 Game Fest campus happening right here in Abuja. If you are seeing this, there's lots of games, music, networking and so much fun happening, and the best part, it's all free.
Alright, so we are finally live for the last game of the night. I mean, if you're not enjoying the action, I don't know what to tell you, but I am enjoying for sure. And of course, you have to give a big shout out to the Club of Ballers for basically getting 2 chicken dinners in a row. But that's not all. We have one more game to go tonight, and that is Erangel. And we'll be seeing which team gives us the chicken dinner when it comes to this game. So please ensure that you stick around, like, share, do everything you can do so that you can support and enjoy the last game of the night, and that is Erangel. I mean, the team that won Erangel. Is not even a caster's cast. Sorry, I told you that the team that wins the first game, they carry that luck to the last game. The second and the third game, they usually have it hard, and that's basically what is happening here for the Angels of Death. So we'll be seeing if what I'm saying is true. So either they get the chicken dinner for the last game, or we still have the third chicken dinner for the Club of Ballers. So looking at the flight path, it is coming towards the southern side, basically military base, all the way to Georgia Ball. It is leaning towards the western side of Erangel. So that means that the players will be going towards that side as well, because going towards the eastern side will be diabolical, going all the way to the Povka, because you feel like you want to be on the safest place in the game. But then imagine if the zone decides that the place that I'm going to be going is Lipovka. So that's where the things become a little bit crazy. But let's see where the players will be landing. But so far we have a Rio Esports. They have landed towards the southern side of Erangel. They will be going towards the areas around military base, probably going towards Novo, because as you can see, Rio, Hash, Monster, all these teams are basically on the southern side. They seem to be leaning towards the side, all of them. So I don't know what their plan is, or rather what their strategy is. But if it works, I won't complain. I'll let it work. Completely let it work. But then we have the games are finally beginning, and the battle is actually there. So we'll be seeing if this is the case or not. Let's have a quick look at the players where they've landed. We have at least 4 teams on the southern side. On the western side, we have almost all the teams going towards the side, and they're lucky that the zone has decided to emulate the first game as well. So we'll be seeing if, since it's almost the same type of zone, whether the Angels of Death will be giving us another chicken dinner or not. As usual, like the live, share the live stream link. I mean, if you can subscribe, if you've not yet subscribed, please hit that sub button. You haven't liked, hit that like button. If we can get to even 60-70 likes, then why not? And then looking at the player here, Blade, he will be going towards the safe zone, and we'll be seeing whether anything will be happening, whether they'll be taking on an early fight, or maybe they will be playing on the passive side and wait to be aggressive towards the end of the game. That's totally up to the IGL to decide, depending on their points. Already, the club of bowlers has removed the Angels of Death from the position one slot in these Group B matches for basically tonight's games. But we will see if we'll be having any change. But hospital so far quite safe for the Angels of Death. We're in the first phase of the zone and nothing is happening yet. Team Luik, they have a team right next to them, and I knew it was Crypto because they land the same place in Erangel. So unless the table is turned and this time Team Louis goes back to lobby, we might just been seen the same fate for the players here from that is Crypto Esports. Well, they'll be taken back to lobby too early in the game if they are not careful. Looking at the charts now, you guys seem to be saying that Hash Esports should make top 4 this last game. Everyone is here for Hash. So I hope Hash can see this, because everyone on the comment section, not literally everyone, but a good number of you are vouching for Hash Esports, and they should really live up to that. They should be able to give a chicken dinner at most for all the fans that are there in the comment section and are hoping that they win the game. So I hope they do give that to their fans, and now they can relax and maybe go sleep happy. Okay, we have the pro athletes there. Ines Napoliana. We cannot see anyone landing close to them, so they are safe for now. I believe that's a good thing for them. They can easily use that to their advantage, basically loot up, get the utilities up, the ammo, the nades, the smokes, meds, all those things, so that they can come and now maybe win. Because pro athletes in Sanhok, they gave the players from the Angels of Death quite a hard time. They got the eliminations on them quite early. I mean, Blade was taken down too early in the game. So let's see if that's going to be the case again in this last game of the night. Will we be seeing a change, or will there be no change for these games tonight? Rio Esports in Milta, quite safe right now. No one has landed close to them. Their teammate Flame there seems to be disconnected, which is quite unfortunate. But then at least Hatake is still around the game there. And like I said, that Esports photo is the best. Skills, guys. I know. Well, you can see confidence, okay? But we have the players here from Monster. How did Monster perform last game? They lost their points there. They got 0. They were the first team to go back to lobby. And luckily for them, they are still in position 10, so I don't know how that's going to be changing. But then Fairy Pierre is still surrounded all over again. DS1 looks quite low here. The players are really playing on the aggressive side. They have Ragnar right in front of them. Last time, the Ragnar players also gave the players of DS1 quite a hard time. They have been able to last the players here, and the 2 players remain standing from Ragnar Esports. Or will they be able to survive? A Molly is getting cooked up there by Ruka, but then the Molly doesn't really get any damage on Naruto. That does give him a fuel to go ahead and continue with this fight, because this player is unaware of my location. So why not engage in this fight? Looking at Naruto, they will be going in for that push there with his teammate Luxi, Marika, and Relax. At least I can see 2 Kenyan names, or rather, basically, I hope they're like across cultures. I don't know. Wait. There's Naruto, there's Marika. I'm trying to think the meaning. I can't put the meaning across, man. And then the Ruka has a lot, but it's basically jumping, so it's a good thing. So we have Relax there going in for that push on Ruka. Uzi in his hand there. Ruka as well has an Uzi, so we'll see who's the best Uzi holder. But then Relax, Ruka doesn't have maybe good earphones. I don't think he had the rotation happening there from Relax and getting that elimination on him. That was quite easy for him, to be honest. Then we are in Ferry Pier. And we'll be seeing whether there's going to be anything basically happening either in Ferry Pier, Milta. We'll be seeing what will be happening between these places right now. There is a team closing in Milta. Either they engage or they will be going far away from this fight, depending on how this plays out. Then we'll of course be having basically a predictive kind of game here, whether we're having a win for Rio or a win for the other team. Rio Esports making their rotations. We have a team right next to them. Aha, it's the Monsters. Oh my days, Monsters. I hope Monsters have a plan on how to go about this. What? Skunky. That snipe was almost too good. Okay, he's still going on with the snipe. Imagine if he got that knocked there, but then you have HR also. I think he has a sniper. We can see the gun that he's holding. But let's see. Let's see. I'm looking at the player from Rio Esports, that is Kanki. Right in front of them are still going to try and get some snipes happening on the players from Monster. Oh, I knew it. Beautiful snipes there from Skanky. The first knock is in here, and of course they will be going in for that push to see how. I don't know. I don't know, but this is gonna be hard here for the players from Monsters. They have been pushed up. Very one of the teammates, Olamide, is quite low. Picks Kanki and his teammates will be going in for that push. Okay, the hand there. I mean, Monsters, HR. This players not have good earphones because that knock was easy. And have another knock there and have this. Oh, wow. Supposed to be missing all the single shots there from the SOK. Now this one person remains standing on the high ground here. Rio going in for that push, another easy knock for Rio Esports, and a one player remains standing. Olamide, what is your plan? Olamide is a song, right? Rio Esports getting third party. Excuse me, Team Loki, Team Lucid. What am I saying? Team Lucid are just right there, okay? They have decided third party this fight, and of course Rio Esports has to be careful because immediately a team decides third party, that is where all the tables stand and things become really hard for these players. Their Skanky does get knocked. They're taken all the way back to lobby by the players from Monster. They got 3 players. Olamide was good there with the DBS. I mean, now Rio Esports can't feel the pressure. Initially, they were the ones pressurizing these players, but then this time round, Team Lucid does. Louis, what am I saying? Lucid? Guys, pardon me. Pardon me. You know, when you're thirsty, or I don't know. Louis, forgive me. It just happens. Sometimes it just the mouth just says things I don't even understand. But then the club of ballers, they seem to be taking on Vanguard. So far, one player from Vanguard is down. Honestly, Club of Ballers is actually impressing me, if I can say that. Because initially, they did not seem like they were looking for the chicken dinner. But then now they are, and it's a really good thing. The zone, again, looks similar to the first game. So yes, now the fights will be similar as well. So, let's see if that's going to be the case or not, but then the fights might just be a little bit similar. The Club of Ballers over the same place there. Vanguard engaging in a fight, but with the Club of Ballers being able to take on 2 players, leaving just 2 players away. That is Vanguard and his team. For Vanguard, that is T-Bag and his teammate. Honestly, for Vanguard, initially they had the play for the first game in Erangel. They almost even had a chicken dinner, but then they lost it when people came to Ferry Pier and they were moving them from the buildings, and that just cost them somehow. But then the team are going in for that push. Every player right now using the DPS shots, or they decide to switch and it goes, okay, let me show you how this is done there. But then Vanity does get a knock, and the thirst immediately on the players from Club of Ballers. X coming quite hot there with the push there. My friend, you have to think through your push here. Beautiful damage from Vanity. Does get the damage on the last player from COB. That is X. The push will be happening. The S12 is quite dangerous. One shot, and you are taking the player back to lobby. Beautiful play there from Vanity. And just like that, the Club of Ballers, I mean, you can call it how do you call it? Caster's cast. It's not. This is something like I don't know how to say. It's something I've seen on most of the games where the first chicken dinner follows the last chicken dinner, and then the second and third game sometimes is kind of shaky, but then we'll be seeing. I don't know how that happened for the Club of Ballers, but It's not easy, eh? It's not easy to maintain position one. But for the players from Angels of Death, I think now they will be, excuse me, they will be playing on the passive side because they need this Naruto Kun with the nade there. That's gonna Kobe on Teabag and Naruto going in for that push. Hey, your sticky bomb though, Naruto, that needs some improvement. But then the player there is quite low, has been damaged. Naruto going in for that push. Oh, he misses that shot. And Vanity, the man of the perfect DBS S12Ks from the first game. I believe he's been playing with the shotguns, and it has been paying off for this player. Vanity will be pushed there by the players of DS1. Will he be getting a clutch here? All the things are Vanity, guys. Of course, the mole is on the stairs there. He's getting pushed there. The pressure. He can feel it. Escort in his hand there. That's the second knock again, taking him all the way back to lobby. We might just been seeing a whole wipe here by one man taking on the whole team by himself there. That's the damage. He is quite low there. One gun player, Vanity, is trying to loot as much as he can there. Seems like he's losing the ammo. He doesn't have enough ammo. The players there from DS1 quite low. He's trying to heal up there. If DS1 has good earphones, they can hear the player here trying to heal up. Luxy going in for that push, and this time round, the S12K does not save Vanity. And just like that, Vanguard have been taken back to lobby. Oh my days. Oh. No way, man. Honestly, I think Vanity can feel the disappointment a little, because imagine clutching a game and then and then it doesn't go as planned. I mean, your teammates are not there with you. You got the clutch, you got the knocks that you needed, but then I'm just but one man. Anything can happen. I can try survive for my team. I can get as many knocks and maybe thrusts, but then if it doesn't work out, then I don't know. I don't know. It does become a little bit pressurizing and disappointing for them as well. But then seeing that 8 teams are the only ones remaining, we'll be seeing what will be happening right now. Team Luik, we have Sicario and his teammates holding the compound right now. We're in the second phase of the zone where we'll be seeing what happens. Either we'll be having the players from AOD getting the chicken dinner, or we'll be having another team coming in and then getting a beautiful chicken dinner for the last game of the night here. They are playing quite passive. You can see what I was saying. Either they decide to be passive or they become aggressive and get as many eliminations as possible. But honestly, the aggressive side only comes if you feel like you know the lobby. But if you do not know it, nah, you cannot just go around playing like that. Seeing that people learn from the other time, we can see no one stayed on the southern side of Erangel. People have already gone towards the safe side, and the game decides come back to DS1, because now they are the ones who are safe. For Hash Esports as well, they can maintain this side, they can stay here, because what if the game decides it's going to be just here at the bridge? Then what will be their plan? No, anything honestly can happen. The zone rotations are very unpredictable. No one knows how the games happen, how the zone decides to shift. It's all basically a matter of speculation and luck. You can say we are going to be going towards the bridge, and then the zone decides everyone has to cross the bridge. So the prediction you made was not really the one. So a lot can happen. We have 8 teams remaining. And yes, we will be waiting to see which team will be giving us the winner chicken dinner for this last game of the night in Erangel. Will it be Hash Esports? Will it be DS1? Will it be basically Pro Fleets? Will it be them? Because they're also playing on the passive side. They are in Pochinki. They are chilling like the villains they are. They don't want to go in for that push, and the casters all will be chilling with them and the viewers as we wait for the action to begin all over again. For now, everyone is trying to play on the safe zone, on the safest side of the game. Excuse me, they will need their points here. It is the last game of the night, so why not get as many points as possible? Yeah, why not do that? But then Hash Esports players already lost one player, that is Izanagi. They have 3 players remaining. That is Ronax, Monkey, and Jay. And of course, if the tables go as planned and they do not decide to flip them, they will be choosing to be amongst the top 4, like the way people are saying in the comments section. They are hoping to see whether Hashi Sports will be making it to the top 4 or not. So we'll be waiting to see if that's going to be the case. But then DS1 waiting by the bridge. Have to be careful because Hash Esports is on that side of the bridge. Anything can happen. The game can decide everyone needs to go towards Hash Esports. So I hope they have a plan in case that happens. That phase of the zone, still to yet to see any fights happening. But we have to talk about that one man, that one player, Vanity. In Swahili, we say yote ni vanity, and he basically did that. He surprised all of us, and we loved to see it. I still don't understand why PUBG made it possible for someone to see inside the water. Honestly, even if you go to swim, we can't see you inside the water, guys. Unless, unless the water in Kenya is that. Ah. But nah, the ocean only. But looking at pro fleets, they will be forced to go towards the safe zone now. Pochinki is no longer a safe zone for them, so they will be moving towards a safe zone so that they can ensure they can assure their win. If they don't, then it's going to be GG's. Finally, another fight will be happening here. Spit has a team right in front of them. That is a team Lucy. Luik. Oh my days. Send him. That team will burn me. But we have them right in front of Spix. They have Team Luik right in front of them. They will be going close. So you can see XT, they're trying to get as close as possible to see if he can spot them. But then you have to be careful. You cannot just go inside and enter a room because you can hear a fight. And then now you'll be exposed to a Kamura, of which you had not even planned for that. But then you have XT with the S12K there going in for that push. Beast going towards his teammate. Best strategy. Staying on the side where your teammates can give the best cover fire that you can get. But then Faster is in there, XT does get knocked. And then there was being cooked for that midfield happening. There is the SP Temi has been knocked and fasted as well as his teammate XT. And our 2 players remain standing. Ken Pashi and Venom. 1 knock is in there. Venom is down. Ken Pashi will be waiting to see whether he'll be engaging or running away. And as your advisor, Michi Gaming, run, my friend. Avoid this. Avoid. But then you have Ken Pashi does get the fast of their own team group there. The team is there, do spot him, and just like that, the players from Spict have been eliminated, having 0 eliminations, even though they were able to get at least 1 knock on the players here from Team Luik. The zone is now closing in. We're in the 4th phase. We're going to the 5th phase. We'll be seeing what will be changing now. Remember, Angels of Death are still in the game. They're playing on the passive side. They do not want to be in the middle of any fight anywhere. They want to be as safe as possible. And Crypto Esports, that is Rage players in Fairy Pier. I was going to say the Periphere. In Fairy Pier are waiting for the players. That is the pro athletes. They're coming towards them as well. I think I know why. You know, it's going to 2 a.m. in Kenya. Crazy. But then we have the players there from Pro Athletes. They will be getting closer in Fairy Pier. What they have to be careful about is that they are just a trio and anything can happen. Being a trio, 1 knock, that leaves you as a duo. 2 knocks, you're a solo. Easy. You don't even have an extra player to say that at least we are 2. I get the revive, you get the cover spray. You cannot say that. It's both of you are not. Let me now try and do something about it. But then Crypto Esports holding this compound. The zone is closing in. We are in the 4th phase. Going to the 5th phase, the damage of course will be a little bit high here, but a lot will be happening if they are not careful. Either they lose the zone or they will try to go to a compound that has already been occupied. We have a player there from the Angels of Death. Trigger being aware of this position. We have a push happening there. Fast Luck is in there. Trigger is down, taking him all the way back to lobby. And the comeback there, the knock and the thrust there from Sarati. Beautiful knock and the thrust there, but then the players from the Angels of Death are going in for that push. Played with the perfect damage on Sarati. Still going in for that push. He knows it's quite low, and just like that, the players from Pro League have been eliminated. Like I said, they're joining as a trio. is never the best way to go about it. No way. No way to go about it, okay? No way. But we have just 6 teams remaining now. We're in the fifth phase out the zone, less than 20 seconds. We're closing into the sixth phase. The damage will be there. Trona trying to get a Kobe on the players from Crypto Esports. Cook up that nade, my friend. Give us a Kobe. No ho! Use your earphones. Oh, it doesn't have a nade. Oh! The damage is there. That's going for that push. Misses the DPS shots there. Fast knock is in there. And GPS Shona is down. Second knock again from the players from Crypto Esports. And now just one person remains standing with a good number of HP for this team. Crypto Esports have been eliminated. And G Vile getting that knock. But then he gets knocked as well because the players from AOD are watching this fight as it happens. Luckily for New Gen, they have one player who can easily get the revive because this player was not in the middle of the fight when it was happening. 5 teams remaining, fifth phase of the zone, going to the sixth phase of the zone. Of course, we want to know how that goes. We want to see how this is going to be happening. Are we going to be seeing Angels of Death getting a chicken dinner, or are we going to be seeing them not taking the chicken dinner here because the tables are turning and things are becoming a little bit heavy for them to be able to get a chicken dinner? Lixie and his teammate Marika holding this compound ever since they got the dust on Vanity. They have not left this building. They have been going back and forth from the hill to the building to the hill without leaving this place. And of course, who's that with the spray? Luxie, oh my days. That spray was perfect. He did get the damage to your own team, Luke player, but then did not get a knock here yet on the players from DS1. The zone is closing in now. You cannot hide from the fight, guys. Hashi Sports make it into the safe zone. They are lucky. NG making the rotations might just encounter the Harsh Esports players. Angels of Death, the zone is closing as well. They need to make the rotation. Team Luik holding the same place that is by the petrol station. It is also not safe, so all these teams need to get moving. The only team that is not going to be great, it is DS1. That is the only team that is not migrating from their position. Angel of Death player Blade will be getting closer to the players from NG. One player is done by Hashi Sports supporting the players from NG. Now, this is where the confusion begins. If you do not know how to handle pressure, then Habibi Shabab, this is good night for you if you cannot do it. But then Hash Esports player Monkey, they're changing her position. The zone will be closing in. We'll be going to the next phase of the zone. The damage will be there. Hash Esports do not have any building to hold. DS1 holding the building. They are not moving a muscle. But then Hash Esports, if only they knew that there is only 2 players right in front of them, then things would have been a little bit different. There's smokes and nades coming from Hash Esports. So let's see if they will be having anything happening or not. Luxie waiting for a chance as well. What is happening right now? Everyone is not ready to engage at all. The only thing that will make them engage is the zone. Jake gets the first knock there on a Team Luke player. They need to start moving, Luke. Your zone is not your friend. The zone is not their friend. Usually they're trying to smoke up his teammate. He does not have the time or the luxury. 18 seconds. The zone is moving. Razor taking on the vehicle now. They will be forced to go into the compound because now that is the only place they can secure for using. Players their hashes, so player J, the FPP, and the OMG. A very nice gun if you can use it properly. You can get a beautiful wipe on any team, but then the players of NG, they do get the knock on J. Only one person remains. They're starting on Hashi Sports. The fight is getting intense. Everyone is start partying. I mean, what is going to be their plan? Blade right in front of the name that I cannot say, and just like that, AOD player Blade does eliminate the last player from NG, and just like that, the new gen have been eliminated. 4 teams remaining right now. Angels of Death, Hash Esports, Team Luik, and DS1. I mean, this compound, if Vanguard was not eliminated, same thing as Fairy P in the first game, they would have gotten an easy chicken dinner. But I don't know. Let's see what will be happening there. But then we have Angel of Death player Blade getting the bodies towards the players from Ash. Jay getting the sprays there, but then unfortunately for them there, they did not have the numbers to engage in that fight there. Jay going in for that push. What? Wait, whose grenade was that? I kind of missed that. It was Jay's? No way, man. Look, see, a nade might just be a copy on Jay if he's not careful. He does move and change his position, and we have a lot of nades, sticky bombs being thrown towards them. But then, will they be connecting? Will they be able to do anything about it and get the chicken dinner? Angels of Death are this close to getting the chicken dinner for the last game, and then the fact that I told you when you win game one, you win last game will actually come to pass. But then the Angels of Death losing one player. J trying to mold the pace here, and just like that, GG's on AOD, and now two teams main standing. Team Luik and DS1 Razors quite damaged there by Luxi. Only one person remains from the team. They are aware of that. They know they are one. The person remaining is a solo. So how will we do about it? Luxi has visuals. He can easily get a knock on the players from team Luik, but then it's impossible for that to happen there. The screens are coming from Luxi. He's trying to get the damage happening there. He does not have it. Oh wow. 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 Like, there's nothing to say other than wow. Why did he jump though? That's even my concern. Why did he jump? That's there's no way. No way. No way, man. But anyway, winner in a chicken dinner, finally deserved chicken dinner for Team Luik. They have done a very good play, the well-deserved chicken dinner, and we hope that the next games that they play, they will keep up the same momentum. We have the winner in a chicken dinner team starts, where we have a Razor getting 3 eliminations, Adam the 578, User 3 eliminations, Adam the 669. We have Sicario 0 eliminations, 10 damage, and then La Beast with 1 elimination and 274 damage. Beautiful play there from Team Luik. We're getting the winner chicken dinner for that game. Match summary: we have 45 eliminations, 47 knockouts, 3,676 total healings, 4 grenade eliminations, 25 assists, and 1 vehicle elimination. Well, for this game, actually the first vehicle elimination was the first kill of this game, just saying. But then head to head here, 14 weekend, the Angels of Death, 1,531 damage for Team Luik, 1,009 damage for Angels of Death, 4 knocks for Team Luik, and 6 knocks for AOD, 7 eliminations Team Luik, and 9 eliminations Angels of Death. Survival time 28 minutes and 57 seconds. How did that pass me? But then MVP, let's go. Of course, it was Vanity, guys. This player has outmatched literally everyone in this game. 5 eliminations and a damage of 974, 4 knocks, surviving a total of 14 minutes and 9 seconds. That is beautiful. But then you have Vanity, top players as Vanity in 5, Olamide from Monster 4. Third, we have User with 3 eliminations. Fourth, we have Razor, 3 eliminations. And then fifth, we have Blade with 3 eliminations. Good play coming from the top players. That is a well-deserved rank, honestly. But then you have the rankings there for match 4. Team League getting a total of 17 points. Angels of Death 14. We have DS1 12. Ash Esports 7. New Gen 6. 6 have Vanguard with 6 points as well. View Esports 4. Tiny Monsters. Crypto 2. Tiny Pro. Clates Club of Ballers. We have Speak with 1, Ragnar 0, and Crazy Weirdos with 0 as well. But then again, beautiful play there coming from Team Luik. Overall top players, we have Blade, 13 eliminations. But second, we have Razor, 9 eliminations. Third, Vanity with 11. COB player X 7, and then Luik User with 5 eliminations. Beautiful, amazing gameplay coming from the top players. Congratulations for that title as well. That is a well deserved title. But then you have overall standings after the 4th match, and the players from Angels of Death take back their title as position 1 in tonight's games, getting 52 total points. COB getting 48, Vanguard 32, Luke 31, MG 30, Hashi Sports 28, Protlits 25, DS1 24, Rio Esports 12, Monster 10, 11 Crypto 8, 12 we have SP 4, Ragnar 3, and then we have Crazy Weirdos with just one. Well, honestly, it does happen. The tables do turn. But all in all, that was a beautiful play. Congratulations again to the Angels of Death for getting that beautiful comeback for their team. And as of now, guys, I hope you guys enjoyed tonight's games. I have been your host, Mitch Gaming. Congratulations to all the teams that have won tonight's games. For everyone who's qualified, congratulations to you as well. But as of now, it is good night, and I'll be seeing you guys next time. Bye.